Last time on Wild West, The Reckoning, the Spirit Chasers, after staying briefly in Canyon City and meeting their new companion, Jarvis Smith, continued on the trail northwest to find the rumored druids of the Washington jungle. Along the way, they met a strange man, a lawyer by the name of Octavian Tiber. On journeying with him, they learned this man's dark secret. Not only was he a lawyer for a mega corporation, but he was also a blood-sucking vampire. They continued to travel with him, learned a little bit about their surroundings, that there was a ziggurat in the distance, about 2 days' travel to the northwest, and somewhere deep in the jungle, where still the rumored wolf was actually.
Are you inhaling your mic?
Am I?
It sounds like sometimes you sound fine, and then it sounds like you're talking into like a cup.
I have no idea. But yeah, and that's where we'll pick up. Hold on. I gotta fucking fix this.
Where's the mic on your device that you're using?
It's on my phone, at the bottom of my phone.
Oh, so your hand was covering it.
That's why. That makes sense.
My hand is holding it towards the bottom so that I can hear you guys better, and like it's directing the sound towards me. But I wasn't cupping it in the sense of like hold on. If I put my hand here, that should be right over the mic.
That makes it louder.
It made it louder.
We can actually hear you better for some reason.
I don't know. I also increased my volume and the bot is off now, so maybe it was like the volume of the bot. I don't know.
It was very much not. You'll hear it when I finally post the video.
All right. No, I don't know. I'm on my phone tonight, so yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, so you guys the last night you had yes. Okay. Okay. All right. The last night that you guys had made camp, I believe that was the night that the undead showed up.
Yeah.
Which only Granny saw them, and then Octavian had convinced them to shamble off, but I believe it was in the morning in which you all started talking to Octavian and questioned as to whether or not he was a vampire. And I believe Marcus cast Zone of Truth.
And I willingly failed it.
Yes, he did cast Zone of Truth.
Right, you cast Zone of Truth, and then oh no, I think there was one more night after that.
Yeah, we spent one night with him as of knowing he's a vampire, and we're kind of cool with him, but like still kind of keeping an eye on him.
I mean, it's not like it's the first vampire y'all traveled with.
God damn it. But yes, so I believe it would have been after all of that. I guess I think we said it was like the next morning, and as the morning came, that was where we were going to call it.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, so right, because he had spoke with Marcus, and there was some revelations. You guys had your personal conversation in which he said that there was something strange about you. But yeah, so with the morning, I guess we'll say you guys break camp and get ready to head back on the trail in the direction of New Nianzuru.
Also, this is a different map.
Yeah, it's a zoomed in, better version. Beck made it. Thank Beck.
Thanks,
Thank
Beck.
him now or die.
Oh wait,
but,
can I rescind my thanks so I can get the second option?
No.
Oh, if you're wondering what Gastown is, that will eventually become Vancouver, but that's not what it's named right now.
It's Gaston is how it's actually.
Gaston.
After he was defeated by Beast, he went to Canada.
So when this, like,
No one colonizes like Gaston. No.
Okay.
What's-
Also, just for quick clarification, we're going to here,
Yes.
right?
to Nunianzru, yes, you're going here.
Now, are we actually there on the map right now with the blue square?
I think you would be probably around here.
That is not reassuring.
You do still have some distance to go. There is a path that has been carved through the jungle. However, it is overgrown in certain places, as you guys had experienced one day.
And where was the ziggurat?
The ziggurat was about
Like
around here.
Yeah, I'm gonna mark
Wait,
that.
am I... Okay, it is showing to others. The ziggurat, yeah, the ziggurat's around here.
You're on GM layer.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, okay, ping again. Let's see.
No, wait, no, I am on objects and tokens. I'm not on GM layer.
Well, then where the fuck is it?
Ping again where it was.
Right here. Wait, what the fuck? Why isn't it pinging? Hold on.
You left
Right
the
here.
you left the
He
thing.
left. The first ping was here, though.
That was my ping.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, it says my connection to the server's been interrupted. How unfortunate. I now am going to scream. I gotta reload my roll 20.
You gotta re-roll your roll 20.
Yeah, I gotta re-roll my roll 20.
Reroll my load 20.
There you are.
Gotta load it. Gotta load them all.
Gotta load them all.
No!
Did you
Load them
want?
on. Okay. So. Oh yeah, the box? Sure. Right there.
Okay.
If you could see now with my pointer in that area.
Alright, so I'll just pick it up a little.
But yeah, that's about from where you are now. Like
Said about like a 2-day journey or so.
it's like a 2-day journey or so. It's not like that was the closest I could get it because I looked up online. I was like, from the border up to the Canadian border, how far is the state of Washington? And it's supposed to be like it's supposed to be closer to like 320 miles. So that's like a little over. I don't know.
Still.
But yeah.
Alright. That's something we would like to round it back to.
I mean, yeah, like it's definitely always something you could do on the way back. But yeah. So you guys all pack up in the cart, and I'll say, you know what, like it's difficult in the jungle, but like part of me hates jungle travel. So let's just say, for example, here
You can skip
we'll have
time just to make it simpler.
we'll have you do the 3 survival rolls, and we'll see how far you get over the period of, I don't know, let's call it like a week. Let's see how far you can get.
I will be what is the highest survival bonus?
I believe it's either Marcus or Ed, which is why they were rolling it for a while.
I think it turned out Marcus had it higher than Ed.
Then
Okay.
Survival?
Marcus
Can I use my compass to help?
Yes. Can you just roll for me, Dylan?
Can I roll for you? Oh boy.
Because I can also grant advantage since I'm proficient in survival.
Okay. Yeah, I'll So I guess the thing is like, even if you're proficient in survival, because I feel like I've been giving away advantage entirely too often.
Well, I'm
See,
essentially
like-
using my action to give the help action.
Right. But like this
How
is
are
this
you
is
helping?
Yeah, how are you helping specifically? Because you're going through a jungle, and we're saying that this is going to be over the course of a week. So, like, Marcus has the map. and Ed's driving. So what are you doing to assist him with the map?
I mean, Aaron specifically.
I could
Yeah,
do what
I
I did
already-
before and use Pip and Hellfrain to essentially scout out the surrounding areas by having them fly up.
Aaron said that
Right.
he's using his compass.
Aaron's using the compass, right? Okay, so I mean,
You should give Marcus a back massage or something. Maybe that'll help.
you
Thank you, Matt.
Does it come with
You
a
just
happy
seem a little
ending?
tense. Whoa.
I'm gonna be tense. He's dead.
Oh my God! You reminded me. I didn't get my one in last session.
Suck
I gotta
it!
get him in now.
What?
No, it's a inside thing for the other campaign. All right, fuck it. I'll give it for advantage since Aaron's using the compass and Jarvis is providing a therapeutic back massage.
What? No, I'm providing visual air support.
I know, I'm joking.
I think the massage would be more helpful.
Do you think like Marcus can ask God to like give me like aerial surveillance?
You only get one.
Yeah, you only get.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think you can. Can you even divine intervention? No, you're not even level
It
10.
was a joke.
No, everyone gets one. You know, like Spider-Man. If that last one will pop up. Speaking of everybody getting one.
How are you gonna play Rita if you're needing Dylan to roll for you?
He's in the toilet right
I'm
now.
on
That's
the-
the only
yeah.
problem.
Oh.
He's in the old wash closet. Tom, the last survival roll won't go through.
Let's again, see what happens.
I'll click it one more time. Hopefully it doesn't send like fucking 40 of them.
Well, let's see what happens with that. That's survival. Okay, there it is.
It's something on Dylan's end then.
Yeah, it's
That's
on
on
my
my
end.
end.
Oh yeah, I'm connecting again. I already have a feeling that I'm gonna be really sucky tonight, and
There
I
it is.
apologize.
26.
Oh, it went through. Okay. Oh shit, at 26. Okay. All right, hold on. Gotta reload the site. Bombi.
During this week, I'll have cast General Repose on the hair again.
I forget. Did you tell Jarvis why you're doing that?
Oh,
I think we mentioned that we're on a journey to revive a friend, but didn't really go in detail beyond that.
So Jarvis will comment on that. What are you doing?
Poor kid got killed back in Austin. I wasn't there for it. But nice kid, kind of reminds me of my oldest. But I'm helping these folks bring their friend back from the dead, and apparently there's some druids up here that can help with that.
You say that's a piece of hair?
Yep. The spell that will do it doesn't require a full body, and it was easier to transport.
Would I know what spell he's talking about?
Oh, I'm trying to
Probably
think of that.
not, because it's a divine druid spell, and artificers are more arcane.
Yeah, but they also have access to revivify and cure wounds.
Yeah, but
I
that's
would
not
say
reincarnate.
make me an Arcana check. I feel like that would fit here because it's a type of magic.
14.
You're not entirely sure of the spell that he speaks. You do know that druids can heal people, though, so that's about it.
Are you sure druids can bring someone back from some hair follicles?
It's not hair follicles. This is full on hair. But yeah, I believe the spell is called reincarnate. It doesn't need a full body.
I mean, hair keeps your DNA in it, so I don't see why I want to wear it.
The hell's DNA? Is that one of those weird things?
I actually know what that is.
When was DNA? When did?
It's,
did
no,
You
DNA
might not
I'll
know
look it
that.
When was Double Helix? When was Double Helix?
I feel like that's more 17th century.
The 1860s.
1869. We're not.
Too early.
So
I thought it was
Did you
69.
say? Yeah, did you say 1869?
I mean, it's
Uh,
this year, but I'm sure it hasn't spread
I just
around too
read
much.
this new discovery called DNA.
Yeah, no, I don't think it would have gotten out that fast, even with the
Because it was
printing.
what it was discovered over in like
metagame.
France or Switzerland, like somewhere. Yes, Swiss.
Anyway,
well,
Dylan, I don't know if you can see
alright.
DMs with how you're set up, but I sent you a message. I sent it in game chat too. But...
Right. No, I see it. Okay. All right. Sure. You know what? Humor me. Hold on. I will respond to that. Give me a moment.
So
Aaron's feeling like his old self again, guys.
reincarnate. Isn't that like some?
Are you making Mr. DNA?
Dino DNA.
Isn't that like some form of Eastern philosophy type deal?
Eastern philosophy? Well, like Lao Tzu?
It's the idea that when one dies, they are reborn as something else.
You think like the what is it, Buddhists or Hindus?
Buddhist,
one of the
yes,
two.
but you're telling me there is a literal spell that does it.
I mean, magic has
I just
existed
don't
here
feel
for
right.
over 30 years. You'd think you'd be fine with that by now.
No, it's one thing to bring someone back from death. It's something different to bring them back as something else. Is
I
there
will
like,
say,
they're gonna come back like as a cow or something?
I doubt it.
Aaron, where are you sitting in the cart, like as you guys are going along?
In the back, like sitting on the equivalent of the tailgate.
Okay. Would anyone in particular be sitting next to Aaron, like in the back?
I mean, Gabe's in the back, but he might not necessarily be sitting like Aaron.
Yeah, Bruce is also in the back, probably on like a bench, not the tail though.
Not sitting with your legs hanging off the back of the vehicle.
I will
I don't
say,
think Granny would do that.
if this matters, Zeus is trailing behind the cart because he is able to keep up with it.
Oh no, it's nothing crazy. I'd say probably anyone in the back. If you ever like turn to look at Aaron, you would watch him over the course of the next week. In the morning, he would summon a very large flask of some sort of beverage, and he would just be drinking it, and he'd be trying to be like low about it, like hoping that no one would notice him, but you would very obviously notice him.
If no one calls him out, you can tell that he just is. He's convinced that he's being real slick about it.
Yeah.
I mean, Jarvis is one who doesn't care about that kind of stuff, so he's probably, I think, even mention it.
So hold on, now let me see for a second here. So those weren't bad rolls.
Oh, that's right. We traveled for a week, so we're gonna get random encounters. Oh, I haven't been in combat yet.
You haven't had any combat yet. Yeah, you're right. I would say over the course of the next week, you'd probably get about here.
That's pretty far.
Well,
no, maybe
that's pretty good.
There.
Well, each of these are 30 miles, right?
Yeah.
Ish.
On foot, I know that like in a day, if you're fit on foot, a human can like travel 8 miles before having to like rest significantly or something
that's
like
on
that.
easy ground, not jungle.
Yeah, that's on easy ground, not jungle. You have a road and you're in a cart, but the road definitely does get rough at certain places and overgrown. But I'm just taking the 26 into account, and you manage to get a decent ways. You
Wouldn't it be
avoid.
Here?
Would you be around there?
Yeah.
I'd say that's a
After
bit
a week?
generous for what we
Yeah,
did.
it's already pretty generous, dude.
Because I'm thinking based on. That's also pending if we encounter any like harsh weather or anything like that.
Yeah, there's no way in hell we're up there.
It hasn't been particularly hot yet. It's been humid. Aaron, it's reminiscent of Florida, but not like Florida in the summer.
Also, I just realized I moved the token beforehand. So where were we before?
Tom, you're echoing again.
Okay, never mind what I said then.
Yeah. Is he echoing me, or is he just echoing?
You and Anton.
But I'm echoing.
Yeah, like no, you're not you. It's coming through Tom's mic, but it's you and Anton that are being picked up by his mic.
Echoing off of his mic. Okay, gotcha.
Meanwhile, me, Bean, and I think Matt don't echo off of it.
Which is, I don't get why.
I don't know. Maybe we're like all special or something.
Audio quality.
We're part duck. Our quacks don't echo.
If it makes any difference, I'm technically using a mic through my laptop.
I don't know. Maybe it's something with like the more open mics. I don't know. So I would say after about a week's worth of travel, Octavian just kind of riding along you, usually just staying up at night. And he usually goes through like his same process. Every morning you would watch him just before you break camp, pull out that little dropper and put 2 drops of it on his tongue. He would also pull out his salve or balm, whatever you want to call it, and apply it to his face and the back of his hands.
If he allows it, may I ask if I could like see what it is, like the drops and whatnot?
Sure. He will pull it out and just looks like like a regular. Oh, maybe not regular per se. It looks like it's like a 30. Would it be milliliter? It'd probably be like milliliter or something like that, because it's a smaller glass vial. Call like a 30 milliliter little.
So I'm not proficient in alchemy. Can I use identify to identify what this is?
Are you looking at it? Probably it's blood.
Well, yeah, you're looking at beyond the black, not black, sorry, dark brown glass. When he pulls the dropper out, it does in fact look like a sort of diluted blood.
But does identify get me any blips on what's in the stuff?
Sure. Yeah, just post it for me real quick.
I understand if it won't give me it, but I'm trying to
put the spell.
Just
I am. I'm just
okay. The casting. It's only 1 minute. It requires a 2 minute to use. So it doesn't have attunement or charges. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. I'm trying to think of. I believe transmutation would be the correct school for this. It seems as though
changing properties. Abjuration will be protecting properties.
Abjuration will be what?
Like shielding, protecting.
No, so it's not shielding or protecting. It's essentially it just replenishes the liquid inside of it.
That's conjuration.
Oh, it'd be conjuration? Okay, yeah, conjuration. Sorry, my bad.
Transmutation would be like if you turn like water to wine.
Oh, like water to wine. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so it's conjuration, and it definitely replenishes what's in there, and what's in there just seems to be like a diluted form of blood.
Octavia, I got a question for you. When you drink blood, is it like a reverse snake where the blood goes up through your fangs, or do you like the fangs cause it to bleed and you just drink it like you would water?
Scrape and lick.
Dracula don't suck blood. Dracula scrape
Well,
lick.
I've heard of some of my kin who may or may not be capable of doing such a thing through their teeth, in which they suck it up inside. But as for how mine works, I simply bite them and then drink it like I would water.
I see.
Yes.
And this little contraption here it's probably very valuable to you.
Incredibly so.
And I hand it back.
Yeah, and then he'll look at you and go, "It's probably the thing that has kept me sated for quite some time, so I wouldn't advise anybody thinking of getting any sticky fingers unless you want to see a more unpleasant side of me."
Well, in all honesty, it actually gives me thoughts about maybe something to make in the future.
I would never.
Vampire rehabilitation.
You gotta pay him royalties if you invent something.
That, or even maybe blood transfusions. If one could just create the necessary blood, one could save on the use of healing items and spells to apply blood transfusions to someone bleeding out.
Yeah, I mean, if they can grow meat in a lab, I don't see why you can't just grow blood.
They got to a point where they could grow meat in a lab? What the fuck?
I've heard of
yeah,
meat
I never tried it though.
I've heard of meat being made by magic, but in a lab?
Yeah, like science. You see, yeah, it's science.
I'm gonna start making notes of that.
See, I didn't know much about magic where I came from, but science was a lot better.
I can purify any food or drink brought to me.
Long ago, before I found myself in such a place, I had a laboratory of sorts in which I had a, let's call it, almost unlimited blood resource. Was it made in the manner of which you seem to be speaking? You could call it that. Sure. Let's call it a blood factory, but in a dungeon.
You've already admitted to the fact that you used to drink people, so I'm getting very dark vibes from that. But
that or the
why does wait? That sounds a lot like good old Vlad over in Europe.
Vlad.
The Impaler.
Yes, he is an interesting character. He may or may not be a distant relation of mine.
Oh, this is one crazy fucking.
A good 400 years.
That's nothing for a vampire.
I mean, yeah, true.
Oh my God, he's a vampire.
Yes, my dear second cousin, let's call him.
How can you be related to someone from Earth when you're not from Earth?
That is a good question, but blood never lies.
Maybe our worlds intermingled a bit more than we thought they always did.
Like, am I related to my relatives that are here? Because like I was in a similar world.
Oh, I was also going to suggest maybe some parallel.
Maybe not. We don't know. There's too much we don't understand about the Reckoning.
Hold on.
Parallel world theories, where you could have technically two people from two different worlds exist at the same time, and be of very similar makeup, but different worlds. So it's possible.
If they touch each other, it destroys the timeline.
I don't know if that's true.
I saw it in a movie once.
What the fuck's a movie?
Don't worry about it. He talks about weird shit.
You ever been to a play?
Tons.
Yeah, it's like that, but you can watch it anywhere.
Oh, like this, and I'll use magical tinkering to make a static image that is currently. Can the image move, or is it just static?
Might be static.
I think it's static.
Yeah,
You gotta
I think
post
that's
it though.
finger and static.
Yeah, static visual effects.
Well, I mean, a moving image is just a bunch. It's a bunch of static images, like one after another, real fast. Like, what is it? 29.4 of them a second.
What?
Yeah. Anyway,
I mean, I could do this as I take let's see what's on my inventory. I'll take some tongs from my tinker's tools, and I just clap them together. Tink tink. As a little bit of weave of magic comes through it, and it is now a recording device.
oh, you made a microphone.
Kinda, but it can only record a message up to 6 seconds long.
I mean, that's something we're sort of familiar with because Bruce already has that.
Yeah, Bruce left one of those in the Gate Town Starbucks. I still can't get over that. You had like a whole speech prepared, and then it was only
Bruce is
6 seconds.
Bruce
The
is
only
Gate Town
part.
Starbucks.
Damn speed reading.
Anywho, anything else happening on these travels? Anyone see anything weird?
So, if you are keeping an eye out for anything in particular along the week journey to get to where you currently are, you could have made a perception check, which you can do that now,
Yeah,
and I'll tell you if you see anything.
keep an eye out for any signs of druidic
Since-
activity.
Zeus will do that for me because he's been keeping along, and I've been busy helping out with survival.
Okay. And if anyone during that week wanted to work on any sort of custom spells or anything like that, you can do that now, and we'll say just make me 3 Arcana checks.
Still trying my thing. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Fuck off!
1, 2. What was the third one?
Oh, that's still on 2GM. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's from Aaron. Okay.
I accidentally kept it on 2GM. I apologize.
That's fine. I'm just gonna say this because those were really good rolls. And you've already been working on this before. You succeed in literally what we talked about before this, which essentially it's a silent version of knock, and instead of thieves tools, you make an Arcana check that'll go off of the spellcaster's spellcasting modifier to see if you can pick open the lock.
Meanwhile, Gabe totally failed.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'll get to that in a second. And you may call it whatever you wish to call it. You could call it Silent Knock, or you can name it after yourself if you wish to.
I'll have to think on that.
Does the level of the spell increase?
Well, I mean, it's not automatic success like knock is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's not an automatic success. It's a check. It's basically I allow them to create their own homebrew spells, but they have to like work towards it with Arcana checks and practice.
Oh, I get that part. I'm talking about for the functionality and end result of the spell currently.
Oh, well, like it depends on what it is. If it's a more improved version of it, then maybe it might go up in a level. But we haven't necessarily gotten something that crazy yet as an idea, so they've maintained their same level thus far. So the first 18, whoever your practice buddy is, you get it. Well, actually, that's not an 18. That's a 21. You get it to stay, and you have a very clear picture in your mind. You're like, oh, I got this. I can replicate this again. You try to. It shatters before you could get it completely enveloped around them. And then on the last time, as a matter of fact, who would be volunteering for this? Who has been volunteering thus far?
It's just for now,
What's
right?
it for?
For Gabriel's
Casting
spell
on like a range of touch on someone as a range of touch.
Yeah, try Marcus.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're doing it on Marcus, on that last one, you cause like the spell sort of like backfires, and it's not going to be anything crazy. Both you and Marcus take 2 force damage.
Oof.
I mean, that's over the course of a week, so it's fine.
Yeah. So you don't have anything to worry about. But with how you initially started it, in the beginning there, like you've grasped the concept now. You think maybe if like you get one more good try at it, you definitely have it. Because I remember the rolls before this were kind of iffy, but now you have the picture in your mind, so it's definitely more focused.
I'll also ask, does anyone have any raw materials?
Why would we have raw materials?
Yeah.
What kind of raw materials? What do you mean?
Anything.
Yeah, it depends on what you mean.
Any raw materials that can be used to make stuff.
Very
Like
descriptive.
Literally
What
just
kind of material?
It can be metal scraps, magical rocks, literal animal parts, anything.
Magical rocks.
I'm not echoing anymore, am I?
It's not when you
so.
speak, but when others talk.
Well, he changed his mic, I think.
Well, my mic's been unmuted this whole time.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
I haven't heard it in a while.
Perfect.
Oh right, sorry. So let me do the perception checks. So Gabriel,
looking for druidic stuff.
Looking for druidic stuff. Okay. I gotta check something real quick, and I will see whether or not you see something. Give me but a
I do not know
here.
druidic, but I was looking for signs of druid activity.
I know you don't know druidic.
Again, anyone got any raw materials?
I don't know if anybody specifically has been picking up any sort of like monster parts or scrap. There was that glowing rock, but the glowing rock got left with the doctor.
There's lots of wood around us. We are in a jungle.
There you can scavenge for stuff as you're going along. Like every time you make camp, you can scavenge in the immediate area. I'd say like
if that's possible, sure.
Alrighty, yeah, so you know what? What are you looking for specifically in the jungle? Like, do you just want like scrap wood, or do you also want like maybe plants and stuff too?
I will look for anything unique.
Anything unique? Okay. I think this would be more of a nature check since it's like directly the jungle and you're looking for unique things from the jungle.
Unique foliage, unique rocks, unique animals.
Yeah, so make me if you're actively doing this over multiple days, make me 3 and we'll basically do a best 2 out of 3. If you're only doing it for like 1 day, just make me the 1.
I'll do no, fuck it. Not that.
How the fuck? I'm trying to look. Druid class details.
You're looking for like druidic symbols and whatnot?
You sort of, yeah.
Also, natural 20 for 28, 20, and 25.
Oh, nice. You usually leave hidden message. You and others who know this lesson will automatically. Okay, so you did beat the DC, but okay. So at some point or another, you do end up seeing strange markings carved into the trunks of trees, usually bordering the path of the main roadway here that you're taking in the direction of Port Nianzuru. Not so much when you guys like camp off the side of the road and get a little bit like deeper in, because it seems to be just like what's the best way to describe it? You ever drive past someone's private property and then like every so often you see a posted sign on like on a tree? It's like that, except like you see the weird symbols, like maybe one of them a day.
Yeah, like kind of like markers.
Sort of, but you don't know their meaning. With that with the 18. So you do definitely see them, and it's strange, and
Don't
I
understand what they mean.
Yeah, you don't understand what they mean, but you were looking for something druidy, and symbols on trees sounds druidic to you.
Well, that looks promising, but that could mean anything.
Maybe it means we're on the right path. Now,
I mean, Gabe kind of gestures at the road. I mean, if that wasn't clear already.
Kind of on the only path, I think.
Wow. I'm either going to find a lot of nice little things or one big thing.
Yeah, so.
A fully intact Warforge.
It's actually an
His name is Greg.
You find, okay. So I'll do like the other two first. You do with the 20 and the 25. You start within your first couple of days.
We're going to space.
The first couple of days.
Oh, space.
You find a particularly interesting plant that seems to produce a incredibly viscous and sticky substance from it that you notice upon like observation of it that it seems to ensnare more than just flies, like small rodents and birds, and it allows the plant to consume them. It is a very difficult substance to get out of, and you think that you could definitely make use of that, either probably in like some sort of trap, or maybe just to hold together some sort of contraption that you want to create.
How big is the plant?
The plants are, what would be a good description? They're not big enough to where they seem like they could do harm to people, but definitely large enough to where like a squirrel, a fat rat, or like a small to medium-sized bird could in fact be trapped by these. It's almost like a Venus flytrap, but I don't think
abnormally large flytrap.
Sort of, yes. Although it definitely looks more distinct and definitely more designed for the consumption of more than just flies.
Is it weirdly enough? Does it almost function like a bear trap?
The plant itself, does it almost function like a bear trap?
Yeah, like you step on it and it closes up.
No, it's more like a. Oh God, what's the Pokemon where like it's
Weeping
literally
Bell.
like a. It looks like a Weeping Bell without the googly eyes, and they hang from like that. Well, they don't hang from. They seem to like grow out of the trunks of these strange trees that you've never seen before, and they kind of like sit there, almost like a honey pot. But instead of being the color of a weeping bell, which is like that yellow, they're more of like an orange with streaks of red, and that viscous substance kind of sits inside of them, and you notice too that it kind of produces like a sickly sweet smell, and it's probably what attracts the prey that it consumes.
Is that a weeping bell?
I'm gonna grab that.
Is that actually what they do? Because I don't know that much about Pokemon.
No, weeping bell is a pitcher plant, which is similar to what you described, like appearance-wise, but it's just.
My question is: does this thing like drop on top of small rodents and just sticks on them, or small rodents just climb into its mouth and this is?
Essentially, from what you observe and like what you could ascertain from context, they would go towards it while it is open due to the smell, fall inside and become trapped, and then the top of it would then close, and the substance also sort of acts like besides being sticky and viscous, it's also kind of like the stomach acid of it. Well, not really stomach acid because it's not.
It's
You know,
digestive enzymes.
Yes, it has digestive enzymes. It dissolves them and consumes them.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab some of this. I wonder if I can make some like weird like tanglefoot bag with this.
So I'll say you get about because you get 20, 25, and a 28. You managed to get about a good like 10 of them, like decent sized, and they're hefty. You know, like you could fit. They're obviously like, yeah, they're definitely bigger than your hand. So you managed to get a nice 10 of those.
I can put them in a
You,
sack and basically.
you could, yeah. You also find you know those exploding pumpkins?
Exploding pumpkins.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
it's like it's like a fruit. It like drops from the tree and explodes the seeds outward at
Yeah.
like it's like one of those, except it shoots out these little barbs that appear to be poisonous. However, they only explode when they either immediately drop or if like something touches them, like touches them roughly. So force causes them to explode. Not just they're not just going to explode on their own. They require like hard contact. And I'll say you get about a good we'll call it like 15 of those. As for the 28, you towards the later half of the week, you don't find anything like too more interesting to you in particular. I'll say in general, you do pick up like if you want some wood, you also pick up some wood. You know, like whatever you think you could reasonably carry that wouldn't like overladen you. And call it like say like a not I'm using firewood as an example, but like let's say like a bundle of firewood's worth of like. No, this is aside from natural time. I'm because I know you said you wanted like scrap stuff too, besides just. So you definitely do get the scrap wood. Hold on, Happy, do not attack the moth. You're gonna like break the screen. This cat's mental. So, but yes, with the 20, later on in the week, you go off the path when everyone breaks to make camp one night, and you don't go particularly far. You maybe get about 15 minutes away from camp, and you find a little stream, and you come to it. You're looking around. You know, maybe you stop to like just wash your face or whatever, and you look across the stream, and in the bushes you see not a completely intact, but a heavily decayed and you almost wouldn't have noticed it except for maybe just clearing, you know, like maybe just washing your face, like cleared up your vision or something. I don't know, where the light when the light hits the side of the mountain just right, whatever it was, but you do see this what appears to be an automaton, a warforged that is just heavily damaged and consumed by the forest. The head piece is the only part that's like sticking out that allows you to know exactly what this is.
I'm going to investigate it.
Alrighty. So
And I will send Pip to the others to notify them of my find.
Okay. Alright. Pip will come into camp and be like, I guess it would be in your voice, right? It would be like, guys,
shit. I found a Warforged corpse.
What the fuck's a Warforged?
I don't fucking know, but let's go find out.
I don't want to see a corpse.
I'm gonna start cutting away the foliage. I'm gonna flex up my blade and actually no, I'll use my knife. Use my knife.
Okay. So easily enough, you begin to remove the growth, and eventually you're left with a completely intact but slightly rusted head. Obviously, with the neck portion, the shoulders on both sides. However, from the right shoulder, there seems to be like a sort of like a tear, and it goes down diagonally and stops about like around where the left pectoral would be on a human. And that's about it. There's like nothing else, and there's no arms either. They both seem to have been like
So we got a head, chest piece. Is there legs?
you're looking around. Make me an investigation.
What the fuck is that?
I don't
This,
know.
my friend, is a deceased warforge.
I mean, it looks like a robot.
Warforge.
Is it what
I've seen a
the
robot
kind
before.
of stuff you've been looking for?
What's a robot?
Warforge. What
I think he was asking Aaron, not you.
Yeah, Aaron, what is a robot?
I mean, it's a fake person made out of metal.
Wait.
So, does he have got any legs, Lieutenant Dan?
So with the 14,
How do you know
you
about Lieutenant Dan?
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan.
Ice cream. Lieutenant Dan.
You look around and you remove more of the foliage, and you don't find legs, but you do find the right arm, and that's it. And the right arm, it's a little bit a ways from the body, and you almost wouldn't have noticed it, but like the how do I put it? It's almost like it's not just the foliage, like the dirt started to cover it with time too, so you had to kind of like
This thing has
yank
been
it out.
for a long time.
Yeah, you can ascertain.
It might be best. I just thought of something. It might be best to not mess with that right now.
Hold on. So to be exact, we got a torso, head, and one arm.
Yes.
And
The head is attached to the torso. The arm is not.
I wonder. I'm gonna hope it's possible to open up its chest.
So with the way how, hold on, maybe I can draw a little freehand here. This is gonna look god awful, so judge me harshly.
You could also just try to describe it.
I'm just giving you a little little reference image.
Isn't that like desecrating his corpse?
And then this is the separate arm. So where he seems to have been torn, you can like look up inside.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that instead.
Okay. All right. So yeah, to kind of just like lift the torso up a little bit. All right. Yeah, and you look inside. What are you looking for specifically?
Can I look
Well,
for?
first, I want to see if the cavity's empty or not.
Okay, so I'm just gonna complete bullshit this because I have no idea what the inside of Warforged look like. So thanks, Matt Mercer. I'm gonna steal from you. You look inside, and essentially you kind of see what looks like a like adamantite. No, yeah, it could be adamantite, it could be mithril, some sort of like strong sort of metal for a skeleton, and then like the plating over it seems to form like the outside quote unquote skin of the body that you can actually see. The internals, most of them seem long gone, but in the area of where normally a human heart would be, you see this sort of it is like long dead and black and shattered sort of crystal that is inside of this sort of like intricate like sort of like metal cage that would have held it in is still technically holding it in place, but that power source, that heart, is long since been destroyed. Other than that, though, you don't see anything else from inside, because it's like you can kind of see like up into the throat, but that's it. Like, you're not able to see into the cranium.
Do I see like anything that would like indicate personal belongings with this guy?
Make me a investigation check.
Guidance in myself.
Dude, ABCG. Always be casting guidance. Like, it's the only way to cleric. Alright, with a 15, you start looking around the general area, and you do find the area in which you found this corpse was on the ground a little ways from, and by a little ways I mean like 2 feet away from a tree. And even though like you're in the jungle, this seems to be like kind of more of like a bit of a lone tree, more removed. It's not as like on top of the others. And then there's obviously like the foliage that was around it, which a lot of it you cut through to get to this corpse. Off to like the right of the tree, in the foliage that kind of like circles around it, you see what looks to be very, very little of it remains, a moth eaten, or well, you could assume moth, it's like satchel, like a like a bag.
I'll pick it up, open it.
Okay, inside you find 3 things. You find what seems to be like, holy fuck, do they eat rations? No, they don't need to eat, right?
Nope.
So you find like a can with like oil in it, like a little WD-40 for when the joints get squeaky. You find what appears to be a 2-inch by 3-inch rectangle made completely out of a sort of red alloy that has a series of smaller squares carved into it down towards one end of it.
It seemed to be like a language of some sort.
I think it's more of.
You're not looking at this.
You're not looking at
Well, you're not helping because you're not looking at it.
I'm saying as a player trying to help another player understand what they're looking at.
Well, I have to figure that out on my own. If I want help, I'll ask for it.
Alright.
Yeah, let the DM answer questions, man.
Yeah. Yeah. You just gotta give me a second. So yeah, yeah, sure. It doesn't look like any sort of written language you've seen before. It simply just seems like a series of these smaller squares. They're definitely placed in some sort of interval. There's like spacing between them, much like how there would be spacing for letters. But like you've never seen this sort of thing before, so you're kind of 50-50. You're like, it could be a language, but I don't know.
Hold on. I'm trying to see when punch cards were made. For like,
I mean, punch cards were the first computers, which was like the 30s or 40s.
Yeah, but what a
It
cube.
is. I will say out of this, it's reminiscent of like a punch card. Yeah, sure.
But you said it's a cube.
You said what?
You said it was a cube, though.
No. A 2-inch by 3-inch rectangle
Oh,
that is made out of a red alloy. My bad for not saying flat, but it is a flat object. Yes.
no, that won't be used for another 3 decades or so.
so something
What's
else.
the third thing?
The third thing is a journal.
Well, I'll definitely open that.
Alrighty. It is written in the common tongue. In a particularly neat handwriting. It's not like a flowing script, you know. It's basically like the guy that wrote this wrote everything in all capitals to make it like as neat and clear as possible what he was writing in this. So perhaps when you're reading it in your head, you just picture him yelling. On this day, I saw a creature that was furry. No, but it details how he came from a place. He simply calls it the sanctuary. There were no, you do not see that. There were others like him there, and there was a part of the sanctuary where new people of his race were created. But then over time, for some reason, the way how he details it, it's almost like he's speaking about like a god, and he says how the great ones grew angry with the quality of the future generations, and thus the sanctuary lost its power source and was left to rot and fade away. So he decided to venture out in search of a new one. Yet, as you could tell from his journal, he never found it, and
Is
instead
that towards
he just
like the end of the entries?
Yeah, so the last few entries are like him. He's just encountering like constant danger, and he's never finding what he's looking for until one of the last one details how he thinks maybe he might find it in a structure. And the way how it's described is similar to a ziggurat. You're not sure if it's the one you saw. Could be. And then the last page on which he began to write something was torn out.
Question.
You're not looking at this?
No. This is for understanding purposes. Did he say the place he came from looked like a ziggurat, or he's looking for a ziggurat?
He's looking.
Yeah, towards the end, he thought that perhaps the ziggurat was, or a ziggurat was what may contain the power source that he needed to restore the sanctuary.
Now, I'm a father of 3. Oldest being 14, youngest is probably about 5 or so. The grammar, sentence structure, can I get a sense of kind of like what the mental age of this automaton was?
That's gonna be complicated to understand.
Like, am I reading like the journal of like a teenager, a child, an adult?
I would say it's kind of hard to get a grasp on. There's definitely personality behind the entries.
D1000.
No, I'm trying to think. What would be a good? You've received letters and written letters to your family, so I guess make me a history check to better remember how your kids have written to you and their writings.
Like a father, I'd be a terrible father if I don't know this.
No, because I mean like to compare it, like in your mind to compare it to their
guidance.
Aaron,
15.
I did translate it, and no, it does not apply to me.
What does that say?
We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Oh, god damn it. So yeah, with the 15, it's easy enough. Yes, this would be more reminiscent of your teenage son.
14-year-old daughter.
Oh, sorry. God damn it, 14-year-old daughter. My bad. Yes, but minus the feminine aspect.
Okay.
You think that this robot was masculine presenting? Because they don't think they have sex; they're just robots.
This poor thing was sentient.
Nah, he's a robot. They don't have real sentience.
Oh, well.
I mean, I kind of like hold the journal up and like kind of shake it like you would like a piece of paper that like proves something. It's like, this reads like a letter from my daughter. He was
sure, but I mean, you can have an AI write letters. It doesn't mean
the fuck's an AI.
Hold on.
Artificial intelligence.
May I see what you
Fake
found?
intelligence.
The fuck's a letter?
The stuff that the Cobalt Caravan deals with.
What's the Cobalt Caravan?
You dumbass. This guy seemed to have like the mindset of a teenager.
Okay.
Mechanical puberty.
Says
does anyone have a shovel?
Hold on.
I can if I need one.
Well, same, but may I see what you found?
Would Gabe show this?
Would he?
Jarvis, make a persuasion check.
We're outside, right, Dylan?
Yeah, you guys are outside and you're...
Perfect. I'm going to do this while they're doing the check. I light one of my Nicaraguan Cuban cigars.
He hesitantly hands it over.
He'll look it over. He'll read what you read. Oh, you poor bastard. And was this all you found?
It was this red card thing and a can of oil.
Can I ascertain what the red card is?
Well, it's like he said, that's one of those things that wouldn't exist yet. So, like, for you to figure that out. No, I'm just trying to think of like what check.
I have an answer for this.
Oh, actually, yeah, and you would. You know exactly what that is.
Right, because yeah.
That looks like the thing that they used in Fallout 76 to launch the nuke.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, but
Well,
nukes
that's
weren't
in-
invented yet.
That's in Fallout, but I'm talking about. Well, I've worked with Warforges, correct?
I thought you were looking. You've heard of them and you've been looking for.
You're looking for them. You wouldn't have worked with them.
Okay.
Your father makes the prosthetic limbs for humanoids. Your mother has worked with automatons, but she's not an expert on them, but she does attempt to repair them.
Right.
Yeah, this is what they use. Well, there was a thing back where I came from, and they used something like this to launch a. How do I describe it? Picture the biggest explosion you can imagine, and then multiply it by about 10 million.
I can really make pictures.
Oh Lord. Maybe we should hang on to this just so it doesn't fall in the wrong hands.
I mean, but the technology to do that.
Question.
Y'all aren't there yet.
Question. That thing, does it? Is it like a key or something?
I mean, kinda. In a way.
Well, maybe it uses the same principle, but maybe not for a big explosion. Maybe it's to open up a door or something.
No, big explosion. It wouldn't open up a door so much as open up New York City.
What I mean is, it uses the same principle for opening.
I'm pretty sure Aaron knows what he's talking about. He is from a world where these things exist.
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
you could. Yeah. I mean, so. Dylan, I didn't play Fallout 76.
Well,
is it basically a punch card?
It's a punch card. I'm joking because they did also use them in Fallout 76. That doesn't mean that they're exclusively used for that, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's not the only thing they're for. But basically,
like you've probably seen it in Looney Tunes when like the sheepdog and the coyote punch into work.
Well, I mean, I've used them. Well, Aaron would have used them. I've used them. Aaron would also know about them from his brief stint in college.
It's hilarious. I've never had to use a punch card for anything in my life. Like they're cool, but like
I've used a digital one.
Yeah, basically.
No.
The parts where there's the differences on it. It basically stores instructions.
Alright.
I mean, it can be used for like I said, launching the big bombs.
Well,
it can also be used for running a calculator.
Oh, is that one of those fancy abacuses?
I say, what the hell's a calculator?
I mean, calculator.
I'm sure Eric's mentioned it a couple times.
No. The word calculator exists to y'all. It's a person who does calculations. Basically, an automated thing that takes the place of those people's job.
Yeah, but the thing I'm trying to understand right now is this person came from a place I'm looking for, which means he's going to take out a map, mark where we are.
So you would have found the body. You would have found the body off the trail around here.
Thank you.
Yep, no problemo.
Right, that means, hopefully, that within a 10-mile radius... actually, are the days dated?
Doesn't say.
No, it's not.
Damn.
And it doesn't have a direction in them either. You just went in a direction, didn't say.
He doesn't say how far he's traveled.
So he would say how far he's traveled. Calculating that would be a pain in the ass.
Does it also say what direction?
No.
I
went into jungle.
Well, I didn't. He didn't go very detailed with it. He was like, it was like day one, left sanctuary in search of new power source. Rumors that and then like he would just say some random landmark, but it's not like a landmark that would be obvious to travelers. It's not like oh, the Great Stone Tree. It's like
still a useful piece of information.
so there's like a couple of landmarks mentioned, but they're not like they're not like significant landmarks. Like at one point or another, it's like went to the pond, camped by the pond, went to
We're not very descriptive.
yeah, went to cave number 2, encountered scary furry thing with claws. It hurt. I ran away.
Imagine a travel journal written by a young teenager.
Yeah,
Depends on
except it seems like almost like his knowledge of things isn't particularly like
fast.
all that. Yeah, like when I say he encountered a furry thing
A
with claws,
sheltered.
like
Sheltered.
yeah, like it sounds like it would be like a
Tiger
bear
or
or something. Yeah, but like he doesn't have a name for it, so he just goes, yeah, thing. Found a whole trace.
Anyways,
Sure.
do you mind if I hold on to this journal?
I'd rather hold on to it, just because. I mean, I'll hold on to it if you want to look at it. You can, but I'll hold on to it. You can hold on to the punch card.
I'll hold on to the metal punch card.
Aaron, do you think you can make a shovel?
I can. I also might be able to. No, probably not. Never mind. Let me see here. What level thing do I have to expend? Been a whole while. Second. Yeah.
Question. While they're looking for a shovel, the arm. Is it just a regular Warforged arm?
It's a regular Warforged arm, and the fist, the hand is still clenched tightly in a fist.
I'm gonna open it up.
Inside, you find a crumpled piece of paper that looks like it belongs to the journal.
I'm gonna read it.
Inside, there is what seems to be towards the top left corner of this piece of paper is the rest of the word, and if you put it in correspondence with the journal, the full word is sanctuary. Then there's a very crude drawing of what looks like the side of a mountain and a waterfall flowing down from it and built into the side of the mountain, almost like a platform, but also inside of a series of caves, is this very sort of crude shaped like U building, and that's it.
I think we just found ourselves a landmark.
I summon a hot pink shovel and hand it to Gabriel.
I take it, and I look at it, and then I look at the ground, and then I look at Ed, and then I look at the ground. Ed, do you think you can help me dig a hole for this gentleman here?
Sure.
I'm sorry, but I understand respecting the dead here, but I also understand respecting the dead in other ways, in ways that could be beneficial for us.
This was a sheltered child who died alone in the jungle.
I understand that. However, said metal child is made out of usable metal parts.
We are not cannibalizing this thing for parts.
Oh,
I mean, if he's sentient or not, if he's fake sentient, I don't see the problem.
Well, what's classified as sentient, anyways?
Well, I reckon he's just... The only thing wrong with him is he's missing a few parts and he's missing his ticker.
Well, not exact. It's more like his ticker was smashed.
Well, can he get a new one?
Not exactly. Also, to my base knowledge, Warforged, though they are designed in a certain way, they do have a semblance of a soul. It's complicated.
You would know that when
Even
a
in
central
lore,
piece is
Warforged
missing-
having a soul is debated.
It's complicated.
Yeah, that's
It's not that
debatable.
it's complicated, it's that some people think they do, some don't.
Yeah, which is funny because like I like how one of you is indifferent, and then like one of you, well, it's funny. It's a lot of different perspectives. Hey, Father, what do you think about robots and them potentially having souls?
Yeah, you're a priest. Do robots go to heaven?
Oh Jesus Christ. Here's my
Oh
notes
yeah,
here.
ask him.
You know what? Good idea. I send Jesus Christ. No, not actually. I know
That
him.
technically could
I
work!
know him.
Could it work? Fine.
There's a
you know what?
5% chance that it goes off. It doesn't work.
Here's what I'm gonna have you do.
It's not
You're gonna expend the spell slot, but you're gonna roll me a. You know what? Roll me a 1d10,000.
A 1d10,000?
I mean, even on top of that, Dylan, when you sending to another plane, there's a chance it fails.
Yeah,
Right,
which is,
right.
if you roll a d20 it's a 1, it fails. Because that's a 5% chance.
A 1d10,000, right? Or a 10,000? Yeah,
roll,
10,000.
roll me the 1d10,000, and if you roll around what I'm looking for, then I will allow you to attempt it, and then roll to see if it reaches the other plane of existence.
That's above average.
Ah, fuck, I can't see it. It won't load.
5,937.
Hold on, let me consult something.
He's looking at the D10,000 Wild Magic Surge table.
No.
My only reason for using this person's body.
We're kind of dealing with a sending spell right now. Let's save that for a minute.
I'm just. This is what Jarvis is saying. As
I know, but like, can we resolve that in like a minute?
All right, go
Jarvis
ahead
becomes a
and
robot.
cast the spell,
No.
and then roll the d20 to see if it. What does he have to make in order for it to reach
If
another
it's
plane?
a 1, it fails. Because it's a 5% chance it fails.
So basically anything other than that, or
Yes.
is it a DCI set? Oh, okay. Anything
It's
other
anything
than that.
other than a 1, because it's a 5% chance that it fails. So if he rolls a
All right.
1, or like, you could set it to be any number, like say 7. If he rolls a 7, it fails.
Dylan, you also have to make a firm stance right here, right now. Is his religion real in this universe?
I mean, he talked to an angel the other day.
You talk to an angel, yeah. You missed that one in the VOD.
So here's the thing, though.
I'm sure he would.
Is it an angel of his? Is it actually of his religion?
As far as he's concerned, yes. I'm not gonna go into full detail with that. Just did he roll the d20?
It did. It's an 18.
Oh my god. Okay, so you got an 18. All right. What are you saying to him?
Hey, Big G.
Been trying to reach about Art's extended warranty.
Hi, Jesus. It's me, Marcus. I just kind of whisper to them like, it's a robot, right?
Warforge.
I mean, tomato.
Do Warforged / robots have souls? P.S. Love you.
I think it would have picked up your whispering too, but that was enough words.
Yeah. So after a time, you will hear in your head in a soft and soothing voice that makes you feel rather at peace. Hello, my child. These Warforged you speak of, it could be said that they have a soul. And if they are willing and able to accept my father, then that's good enough for me. I think that's 25, or Just under?
It's
think we all
Jesus
watch
fucking
as, like-
Christ. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
That's right, it is
We all
Jesus
watch
Christ.
as Marcus's face drains of color and he gets a look of shock as he actually gets a response.
Did Jesus Christ just respond to me?
The entity you think is Jesus, yes.
The human prophet known as Jesus Christ responded to you, yeah.
Wait, why did you respond to him in English, not Arabic?
If anything,
It would have
be
been
like
Hebrew.
Aramaic.
Hebrew?
It's telepathic anyway.
Oh, it would
So-
be like Aramaic or Hebrew, yeah.
I just look at everyone and I'm like, I don't even go to reach for the Bible. I just go, Jesus says they do.
Good enough for me. Yeah, you're not cannibalizing him. Dig a hole.
Whoa. Cannibalizing involves eating. I'm not gonna eat him.
Not that kind of cannibalizing. I mean, like, using his parts for other stuff.
Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not.
Hey, I want to do as the Native Americans do.
Are you seriously telling that to me?
We must use all parts of the kill.
One, we didn't kill him. Two, if we don't. Oh, I don't have the mental capacity to understand your thought process right now.
Remove the usable metal parts that could be used for making tools and other stuff.
No.
Take the shovel back and start digging.
I'm gonna tell you, Anton, I don't think that you're gonna be able to get away with this. I don't.
If you don't want me to, fine.
No, because I mean, like,
No,
I'm
saying
just
this is
telling you.
Imagine, okay, Jarvis, imagine this. Say you have a child.
Yes.
They died. No one killed them, but they died in the woods.
All right.
Someone needs some bones to make a weapon, or
I'm just gonna say this: animals would have gotten to the child first.
ignoring that.
They would have made good use of it.
Well, they wouldn't have eaten the bones.
Let's just say their body's mostly intact, but like someone comes along, they find your child's corpse, and they want to use the bones to make tools or some sort. Would you be fine with that, or would you rather that they bury them?
Well, it also depends. How long has my child been dead?
Oh my god!
Jarvis, aren't you part robot? Like, shouldn't you have a little sympathy for this guy?
Oh, I do have sympathy. That's why I want to make full use of it.
Gabriel is horrified.
Yeah, I'm right there with Gabriel on this.
Yeah, Ed, dig the hole faster, please.
Yeah, I got it. I'm almost done.
I just picture Ed using the hot pink shovel.
Yeah, he's using the hot pink shovel, and it's funny, even though it's like only half of a body, he's doing the full like 6 foot by 6 foot.
I mean, he
hole.
could do that in 3 minutes.
Yeah, he does. He does it like no problem. He just powers through it, and then like he's done, and he goes, Father, you think like I don't know, we should like mark the grave or something?
Don't know his faith,
Whatever.
so I wouldn't put a
can-
cross at the top, but at least some kind of marker.
I'm still holding his arm. Funny enough.
The last few times I've talked
Arm
about
over.
putting a cross somewhere, it seemed to be a little. What's the word I'm looking for?
Oh yeah, you told a dwarf to put a cross above his door when his whole country does not have a state religion that is yours.
They don't have a state religion, and but I mean, like obviously, you know, dwarves tend to follow
Forge.
what's his name, Mordred?
Some
Or
god
something
of the
like that?
forge or something.
Don't know what you're
Yeah, yeah.
talking about.
I think it's
Mordred.
Morrigan, God of the Forge, or something like that.
So
It is.
all I'm saying is I have no problem saying a prayer and helping Barry and setting this up, but I will not be putting a cross.
I mean, we could put
Oh,
like
you're not gonna
a
put-
marker of some kind, but not a cross.
Yes, I would hate to offend anyone.
misrepresent the poor warforged of no religion.
May I at least place a marker to indicate the individual?
Yeah, is there like a nice flat stone somewhere?
Yeah, there was a little stream that you had to cross to get over to where the body was. You find a decent sized flat stone
Okay.
that Ed easily lifts it up and brings it over.
Could someone carve into it? Unknown Warforged.
The tomb of the unknown warforged warrior.
Unknown Warforged. Age unknown. Presented as teenager, masculine teenager.
That is a terrible way of addressing someone.
I mean, you were the one that wanted to cannibalize someone, so I mean,
No,
I don't think you get
full
input on
use of
this.
what they had to offer.
All right, so you managed to maybe not as wordy as that. Maybe like
something along those lines. Like it conveys the same meaning, but like not those exact words, because that's like
maybe just you put unknown warforged teen, and then you put like, I don't know, this year,
yeah,
and that's it.
Yeah,
Just put
that's better. I don't know where I
1869.
was going with my stuff.
Yeah, because you just put unknown warforged teen 1869, and yeah, you managed to carve it nice, and it was a little bit crude, but it looks well enough.
I make sure the arm gets buried too.
I'm gonna put it across the chest like it's crossing over them.
Okay.
Very good.
All right, yeah, you do that, and
I'll put the oil can and his satchel in with him, but we're taking the journal because it could be useful.
Okay. Marcus, you saying anything? You doing any last rites? As we commend your souls to Aetherius?
We're gathered here today in remembrance of this teen warforged / robot. Being graced by the response of Jesus Christ himself, I say this warforged is in some very good company today, not only of our friends that we have gathered here, but the light of my Lord, of course, Jesus Christ. I do hope that he did go out swiftly, and no pain and suffering was granted to him. Amen.
Gabriel's not going to say anything about the fact that it looks like he was in quite a lot of pain.
And
he was
Marcus had to lie a little bit. Marcus turns to Aaron. Aaron, would you do me a favor? Would you please sing a song?
Okay.
I swear to God, if you sing in the arms of an angel, I'm gonna beat you.
No, I was actually gonna sing Hallelujah.
Okay.
What's a good song about robots, though?
A good song about robots.
Yeah. You got like any what? Give me a
melancholic version of Domi Arigato, Mr. Robot.
All right. Gabriel, give me one word. Give me one word.
Yay.
Yeah.
That's not very helpful, Padre. Give me one word.
Star.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm just doing Hallelujah. Can I try singing in a German folktale song?
Of
the mighty Siegfried.
Of the mighty Siegfried. Yeah. All right. We'll let Aaron do his song, and then you can do your song.
I'm probably gonna fuck up, but go
ahead. Aaron, you're gonna sing Hallelujah. Make me a performance check. I'll give you advantage.
Well, I was gonna say I'm gonna help him with like the what's the word I'm looking for? Like the choir aspect of it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
30.
Oh my god. Okay. It is a beautiful tear-jerking performance of Hallelujah. It's like when when Fiona's dad dies in Shrek.
Oh, and yeah.
Let die. Live and let die.
It's very sad.
Jarvis's
So it's
mumbling
like the opening of Up.
words to the Siegfried ballad.
Jarvis, I think you should just let the professional handle it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's rough, you know, like it's
terrible.
The sentiment is there, and you know you're trying to you're trying to honor him in his own way, and I think that even though there's a little bit of hard feelings of you wanted to use his body parts for tools, at least they see that you're deep down, they know that you're trying to be genuine, so you're not like booed away from the grave site, but it's rough.
Keep at it. You'll get better with practice. You'll get there.
Well, we should probably get back to the camp with the information we had.
Octavia is probably wondering where we've been.
And hopefully, well, this also confirms one thing. There's definitely a Warforged factory out there.
And they have souls. That's 2 things confirmed.
Apparently, Jesus Christ answered a whim, but then again, it's probably a first time for him as well.
All right, we're gonna do this like a proper Irish funeral.
We're getting drunk.
We're getting drunk.
We're getting drunk
without the threat of a hangover.
Beautiful.
Whiskey.
Good wine.
I have look. I only have so many spell slots to do this now. Question, Dylan. Would this be? So I had to spend the spell slots when we were doing the working on the making this spell during the week of travel.
Right.
Am I missing all 3 of those spell slots currently?
No, because each night you guys would have, made camp and rested, so
okay.
You definitely would have gained them back.
All right, I'm gonna use the 4 slots I have available, like over the course of the night, to just make whatever the maximum amount of Long Island iced tea I can on each casting.
I will take I will drink to that.
Okay.
So, however much you can get with 100 GP, 100 gold pieces of Long Island iced tea.
That's a lot.
4 times.
That's a lot of. That's a lot.
Well, they only last an hour.
No, they last 3 hours.
Oh, 3 hours. Okay.
Each one lasts 3 hours. Yep. And then you don't get hungover.
It's a good time. Actually, Octavian will come by and he'll be like, you mind if I have a little something to drink? I'm quite parched.
By all means, I don't think this is
alcohol or blood.
Oh no, just simply something to wet my whistle.
Yeah. You ever had Long Island iced tea? Probably not. I don't think it's invented yet.
I can't say that I've had the pleasure.
Yeah, well, here you go. It's like some of everything.
Okay.
Believe it or not, there's no tea in it, but it sure tastes like tea.
He'll drink it. He seems actually quite fascinated with the drink, and he goes, Machina Industries is always looking for a mixologist. If you'd be interested in a job, I could always talk to the Marquis Machina.
hold on. You said Machina.
Yeah, I told you that I was on a job here.
Sorry, I must have been not paying attention at the time.
Everyone is
That's
flustered at this point too.
Are you familiar with my father's work?
Your father works for us.
Limsmith.
Ah, right. He's part of New York's medical division. Yes. I believe I might have met the man when we were doing his employment paperwork.
Really?
Interesting fella. Thought you might have looked familiar. I do always remember a face.
I mean, I'd always be interested in I don't in like, you know, supplying some of my cocktails, recipes, whatever, what have you, that I come up with. I don't know that I could. It's not really my passion to do it full time. But I have quite a few ideas that I haven't seen around before.
You better charge an arm and a leg for that stuff.
Yeah, like, if I could sell some recipes, but I mean, if I'm giving you the whole recipe, that's like, I think it's fair to get some. Obviously, not you. I understand it's the company.
Well, I will say this: the Marquis has his lines cast into many a pool, and he does business in all sorts of waters, be they strange or normal. But I could definitely see him paying you quite a pretty penny for something like this. Perhaps opening a chain of taverns or bars across the eastern seaboard.
Yeah, I have.
We'll call
I'd say probably dozens of personal recipes similar to this. That
Well, and he'll though I believe he's already given this to at least one of you, probably Marcus, he'll literally just kind of like flick his fingers and a business card will appear and he'll hand it to you, and it's black, that thick like business card stock paper with like the gold sort of like filigree, and it just says Octavian Tiber, attorney at law, Esquire, or some shit like that.
and also, it is the person that invented this is by far not even born yet. It's 103 years until the Long Island Ice
Until
Tea.
He's gonna be
cards?
severely disappointed when he's born.
Long Island Ice Tea. It
Oh,
doesn't
Long Island
get
Iced
invented
Tea.
until 1972.
Yeah, there is some debate about the origins of that drink, I believe. There's a debate about
There
a
is,
couple of the cocktails. What?
Yeah, there is debate on quite a few of them.
After
Yeah.
a couple of drinks in, Gabe will make the joke. You know, if we didn't know that you're a vampire, I would think that you're a devil.
Oh no, I have much more class than those fiends.
I don't know if it's possible to make Long Island iced tea yet. Is triple sec invented?
No.
Everything else is.
Everything else should be, yeah. What is it? It's vodka, rum,
Tequila,
triple sec, tequila,
and gin.
and gin. Swear to God, there's actually iced tea in it, though. There has to be.
There's not.
Oh my God.
I've made it before.
That just sounds like eternal suffering. I don't like gin.
And then you top with cola sometimes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just remembered something. Because I was looking at my notes. The ziggurat's actually by the T in Washington.
That was the
On
old map.
Yeah, on the other map. This is a zoomed in one. I put it like where it's supposed to be.
It's not just a cropped version of the other map. So
Yeah, this is like a completely redid map.
Go, Pappy. Be free. Oh, he wants to play with Oreo.
triple sec was invented in 1834.
Anywho, what's going on for the next week?
Alrighty. So, we will do the same as last time. Roll me.
Also, how are we doing on rations?
That's a good question.
I mean, I'm still good on rations. Oh, I should probably be looking at Ed's. See, we've had 7.
I am not good on rations.
He does not have a counter for his rations.
I'm actually out of rations because I wasn't technically here to buy them in the last town.
Ed
I
is.
just ran out.
I'm going to suggest during this next week we do some hunting.
Or I could prepare. Where?
Create food and water.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. You
Which
do
is
have 2 clerics in your party.
In 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Anyone got good berry?
Wait, you can just make food and water. Why haven't you been doing that?
Because it's very bland. Does anyone know how to cook?
But I can do this, and I make your tongue taste like chocolate.
And I can make it so much chocolate.
Make it stop! Chocolate's good, but not cotton.
Can I have chocolate?
Chocolate tongue.
I approached Aaron. Please put on tongue.
Oh, it's non-living material. I can't do that.
Okay.
The saliva in your mouth tastes like chocolate.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There was a book I read like that. It was basically a rip on King Midas that I read when I was in.
Oh, I remember that book. Yeah.
Everything he touched turned to chocolate.
Oh, that sounds like even worse of a hell than everything turning into gold.
Yeah. So the saliva in your mouth right now, Marcus, is chocolate flavored.
Delicious.
Ghirardelli, to be specific.
Ghirardelli. Oh boy, that's some rich chocolate.
But yeah, I'll cast create food and water.
Casting what?
Create food and water.
Oh, create food and water. Got you.
I'll flavor everyone's food to taste like whatever they want it to taste like.
Thank you. And I will have the smell of finely roasted meats.
And I'll also ritual cast Gentle Repose again, because we're running out of time on that.
Okay.
Right, I was about to say that. I'm going to create water for all of us.
We have a barrel,
Alright,
so you just refill that.
Yeah,
Alright,
I'll do
good,
that.
Good. Additional water. You guys got the food and water covered. Okay, so whoever is going to be doing, so Marcus, make me 3 more of those survival checks, and if anyone is assisting him, you would tell me how you would be assisting him. So
I cast guidance.
Advantage. Okay, so you get guidance
On the first one.
On all of them, because this is over a week.
It would be over the course of a week, so you can get guidance to all 3 of them, yes.
Okay, then I'm going to make all 3.
I'll try to help maintain our heading with compass.
Okay.
So is that just for the first one?
Nope.
No, so you could...
I'm gonna keep on...
So I get advantage on all 3?
Yes. Sorry, what do you say, Anton?
I'm gonna keep on lookout this time.
Okay. If you're looking for anything specific, tell me what and make a perception check.
Oh, can I keep on the lookout for Bigfoot?
Any more Warforged corpses?
Okay. You said you're looking for something, Aaron?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep on the lookout for Bigfoot. I still haven't found him since he trapped me in this godforsaken country.
Okay.
Why Bigfoot?
All right.
Bigfoot's the one that got me lost in this planet.
Yeah. So go ahead. Make me a perception check. See if you
Is it 3 of
a
them?
Bigfoot check.
I mean, he rolled 3, is why I'm asking.
If you're gonna use the whole week to do it, then roll 3. If you're only gonna use like a day, then just roll the 1.
Yeah, I'll do it each day while I'm spending my 3 hours drinking. Captain Morgan Black on the tailgate.
You're just drinking, but it's not even going to get you drunk. That's the worst.
Quick
Well, it
part.
gets you
question.
drunk, but you don't get
I
hungover.
get you
3
drunk,
hours.
but yeah, you don't get the so you don't get the
Quick
It
question.
immediately ends at the 3-hour mark.
Yeah, what's up?
Like we do stop, right? Eventually, like during the night.
You would stop every night to make camp and have your night. I'm just not having you guys do the perception checks because while Octavian is with you,
And we have the dome.
Yeah, and you have the dome. You've noticed that things have been particularly quiet.
Right. I was just gonna say I wanted to do something like during the night.
Okay, so just give me a second. So
Okay.
with the survival checks, maybe
Welcome
about
to Jurassic Park. Da, da,
there.
da, da, da.
Yeah, okay. And so Jarvis, with your perception checks, you're looking out for any more Warforged stuff.
Yeah.
You don't see any more Warforged stuff, but with that 26, it's funny that you say the Jurassic Park thing. You do see out in the distance at one point when the road like begins to elevate a little bit, and you're kind of like beginning to like see over the tops of some of the trees. Out in the distance, you see these very like long necks coming up over the top of the trees with these big heads on them, and they're just kind of like grazing at the tops of the trees. You see them come down and eat some leaves, and there's about
Okay, then that's probably sources.
yeah brontos, apatosaurus, brachiosaur, whichever. And you see like I want to say like a good 8 of them. They're a ways out though. They don't seem to be of any sort of concern, but it is particularly majestic.
Do you point it out to everyone?
Yeah, do you?
I
do
will
you point
say
them out?
we got long necked cows to the west.
They do move in herds.
I mean, they kind of chew the leaves on the tree like cows.
Yeah, that's.
I heard some
didn't know
rumors
those were
that
real here.
that they're dinosaurs alive now, but it's cool to actually see it in person.
I never thought I'd see one outside of Jurassic Park.
You have a
What?
park that's for dinosaurs where you come from?
Yes and no.
What's so Jurassic about it?
It's from Jurassic Era.
That's
I mean, I don't think Jurassic Era was named yet.
No, that was a thing then.
Was it?
I'm not sure.
So there was
Cowboys.
we talked about movies. There's a movie called Jurassic Park based off a book called Jurassic Park, and it got so popular that they opened up an amusement park for Jurassic Park.
What's a movie?
We talked about it. It's like
Right.
a play that you can watch anywhere.
What's it
Oh,
about?
the motion picture?
The motion picture.
Yeah,
Quite
yeah.
literally.
It's they put a picture in motion, and because it's in motion, it is moving, so they call it a movie. And when they
Oh.
first started being able to not just do picture but sound, and there was sound playing with it too, they called it a talkie. But it didn't take off. So we
Oh
still
my
call
God.
it movies.
So like, were there people behind the screen like talking?
I think it was more recordings, like how we can do with our magical items.
Yeah, I think at one point they did what you're talking about. Like it wasn't where it was like linked together, so they had like
I
I could
mean,
be wrong.
Term Jurassic was first coined in 1829.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. The weird thing is though, most dinosaurs didn't even live in the Jurassic period.
no. Also, the funny thing is, they also started taking just random bone parts from different dinosaurs and putting them together and making their own things.
Yeah, that's not known yet.
Yeah, that's in
I don't think they
England,
would've-
and they just do it. It's not that they know that they're doing it wrong.
Yeah. All right. So besides that, and then with the 19 later on in the week, you see it would be about the time that you approach like the Bay Area, and you do end up seeing out across it, and
Got
you
lost.
see, yeah, you see the Bay Area. And you think that if there were a place for a port, it would definitely be on the water. So you are in fact drawing closer. But unfortunately, you don't see anything else Warforged related. Aaron,
Yeah.
the day after you guys see the dinosaurs, dinosaur, and you
Dino
remark about
DNA.
how they move in herds, you're looking for Bigfoot.
Yeah. I
And
mean, he's the one that got me trapped in this place.
the
The opposite.
the second night of this next week, while you guys are at camp, you wake up in the middle of the night, walk out of the dome to go have a piss, and you're kind of like looking through the trees, and all of a sudden you kind of get like this chill like midstream, and you're like, huh? And then you look, and you could, your eyes just barely adjusting to the light, like some moonlight cracking through the leaves. You see what appears to be a humanoid almost esque form, but clearly bigger than you, and it definitely looks hairy. It stops for a second and it looks in your direction.
The fuck solar
Shine my-
flashlight? Oh, that your
I shine
flashlight.
my
Nice.
flashlight at it.
You shine your flashlight at it. The second you pull it out and like the light clicks and flashes on, you watch in like a blur of speed as this furry creature just sprints off, and you actually hear it breaking through all like the foliage and the brush, just sprints off out in the distance. Just
The fuck was that?
Ed, I just saw the thing that I thought you was when I got here.
What?
Yeah, he would just wake up. Huh? What?
I saw the real Bigfoot. The not you Bigfoot. The Bigfoot.
Oh, okay. You want me to come grapple it or punch it or something?
No, it ran off.
Oh, that's a shame. I'm a bad Ed. Back to Ed.
Oh, jeez. Oh, there's a thing you thought I was out there. They want me to punch it or something, or if
Yeah.
Falls back asleep.
Yeah, Marcus just goes, Ed, go back to sleep.
Okay.
Maybe
Other than that,
he was
though,
the way to leave too.
you don't catch any other glimpses of Bigfoot. Solar flashlight.
Turn the
Right.
flashlight
So
back off to preserve
Mark,
the battery.
it's solar
Right,
powered
yeah.
though.
It's solar
Yeah,
powered.
but it's
still.
night.
Marcus, you said you wanted to do something over the nights, like as you guys were journeying.
Yes.
Okay, so what were you looking to do?
I want to read that book on Coulter.
Ah, very well. Yes. Allow me to look at my notes very quickly. Give me a moment here. Do. Let me look at the old notey doodles. I believe that book was called. Yes, you get 7 mosquito bites. Oh yeah, that's right. You guys bought bug spray, but you haven't been like applying it. I don't think.
I mean, we'll apply it if we need to.
Right. So yeah, so you do get some mosquito bites. I believe the title of the book was, if I remember, The Rise of Coulter Avaritia, Archduke of Avernus. the book details this ambitious devil that primarily would operate in Baldur's Gate with an organization known as the Mavericks, and he would make deals with people. However, during the Baldur's Gate incident in which El Terrell was taken to Avernus, and a group of heroes decidedly not only purified and redeemed Zariel, but got the city of El Terrell to return to where it belonged. Through this, Coulter used many means and favors owed to him to ascend the throne, and the heroes, whether it was of their own volition or not, the author doesn't seem quite clear on that part, helped him forge a sword, dubbed the Sword of Avernus, that would be the marking of his new station. And since he had such an object, Zariel placed him in charge in order to continue the blood war and maintain the balance between the Abyss and the Nine Hells. And then basically that's really about it after that. And how strangely enough, in the several years after that, tieflings born that primarily were tieflings of Zariel would be born with green skin and would have black hair, but they seem to be gifted the same boons as tieflings of Zariel. However, they were now clearly tieflings of Coulter Averitia.
Does it mention any names that maybe like
it mentions the heroes by name, because I don't believe you guys actually ever decided on an adventuring party name.
we did?
Did you?
Yes.
What did you call yourselves?
I don't remember, but I know we did.
Phenomenal. You decided on a name, but you don't remember what it is.
Hold on. It was
You guys
was it,
did.
Was it the Ghost Hunters or something like that?
No, you guys were the Spirit Chasers.
The
in
Spirit
Wild
Chasers.
West.
Yeah.
No, that's
Wait.
for Wild West. I'm talking about Baldur's Gate.
Wait.
You didn't decide on a name for the group.
I swear to God we did.
I promise you did not.
Well, you just think they were spirit hunters or ghost hunters or something, which is related to our current
The only
name.
person I can ask is Logan. So
yeah, but I think even if you did, it would have been late game, and before the final sessions, there were a few times where he wasn't present, so he might not have been there for it.
All right.
And also too in Strahd, you guys I don't think ever decided on a group name either.
Oh, well, I swear I thought we did. But
you guys, well, actually no, I could be wrong about Strahd. Matt, do you remember if you guys had a group name in Strahd?
I think we did.
You might, yeah, you might have for Strahd. I don't think you guys did for Baldur's.
I don't remember one for Baldur's.
Right. So yeah, I swear we did, but it's fine. Marcus is definitely still interested. What are the names?
What are the names of the heroes of Baldur's Gate?
Yes.
Oh, Thalion Strongwind, of course.
Very good.
Spring he was a wizard, yeah, so it was just Spring the Wizard. Paul, which technically
Paul Squeebs.
Is Paul Squeebs, yeah. It would be Paul Squeebs. And I'm trying to think. Did Aelia have a last name?
Radira.
It was, yeah, Radira. Aelia Radira, and then Runt. But Runt didn't have a last name though, did he?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, it's just the hero known as Runt. And yeah, I said Thalion.
No, I said that Thalion. Marcus is very interested.
God damn it. But yeah, it describes them in in minor detail because the focus of the book seems to be more on the new Archdevil, but ironically enough, at the end of the book, there's like if you like this book, try these other book recommendations, and it's by the same author. There's literally one called The Heroes of Baldur's Gate.
When was this dated?
Oh my god. I did this ages ago. At the time of Baldur's Gate, it would have been the actual date of the game setting. So whenever the campaign setting, I think it's like a year or two after the events of oh my god, is it like 1393 or 4 or something?
Is it 1492 for the Death Curse?
It's 1482 for the Death Curse, but is that in Beans or is that just in the book?
The Death Curse doesn't have an exact date in the book. It has like a range that it fits into, because it has to be after Storm King's Thunder.
Right. I know that there's like a calendar with the more recent campaign modules in which it tells you the specific date, but let's call it 1393 or something, not 93, right? Yeah. I'm fucking stupid.
Trying to line it up with? You're trying to line it up with the Baldur's Gate campaigns.
Yeah, with the Baldur's Gate, whatever it's supposed to be for Baldur's Gate.
Like Descent into Avernus kind of stuff.
Yeah,
It'd be
yeah,
like
Descent.
1480s. The 1480s.
Oh, 1480s.
Yeah,
So then, whenever it is.
September 17th, 2019.
No.
That's when it released.
No, not when the module released. God damn it!
I know I'm being a smartass. 1492 or 1494.
1492.
So yeah, we'll call 1494. There you go. Call it that. And the reckoning would have taken place like you guys had a 1 year or a 2 year time skip at the end of Baldur's.
It was a 1 year time skip.
So it would be 1495 is when the reckoning happened there. Except they didn't call it the reckoning; they called it the tearing of the weave.
So 400 years has gone by?
No, it's 2 different universes.
No, it's 2 different universes.
Oh, okay.
1494 is the year of 12 warnings in the Forgotten Realms.
Is it?
Every year has a name in the Forgotten Realms. Like 20 years ago, they named 6,000 years worth of names or whatever.
Wait. So 1494 is the year of 12 warnings, and then I said the reckoning happened in 1495. So were the 12 warnings of the tyrant spawn?
The tyrant spawn, like the chess piece.
Oh, that's funny.
The 12 warnings thing really works if it's the year before the reckoning.
Yeah, it does. So yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, the tearing of the weave happens in 1495. But not that matters too much.
It goes to me.
You know what? It's after 10 o'clock. Let's do a little 10-minute break because I gotta go potty.
Oh god, not again.
I'll be back.
For anyone interested, here is the canonical names of like 2,000 years, a little over 2,000 years worth of years in the Forgotten Realms.
I'm gonna get a snack.
Thank you, Bean.
Does your flashlight cause damage?
Because I didn't have a way to put it in chat, so I gave it an attack.
Alright.
And technically, it doesn't do damage. It did -1 + 0, which was its max damage on a crit. if I hit people with weapons I'm not proficient in, I heal them because I have a -1 strength.
Jeez.
You don't actually heal. There's a minimum damage of
Given.
0 something.
I'll be back.
With weapons?
So I learned of something funny you can do with levitate.
What's that?
You can suspend enemies in midair and make them sitting ducks.
Yeah.
And they're like that for their entire spell's duration if they fail once. Also, I have Vortex Warp.
I thought Logan was supposed to be here an hour in.
Mm-hmm. So, if it comes up, I can do that.
Time to use this break to find other completely stupid death messages. I think walked into danger zone due to Fox. It has to be my favorite of those 3.
I'm still waiting for a combat encounter.
Some of these names of years are really ominous.
The Year of Dark Times.
The Year of the Sea's Secrets Revealed.
I feel like a lot of those years are just named after quest lines that adventures were going on.
Yeah, well, and a lot of them are references to the real world. Like 1492 is the year of 3 ships sailing. Also, when Columbus sailed the Nina Pinta and Santa Maria.
What about 1942?
It only goes to 1600.
Ah. Huh.
That's as far as they made it. They made it back in what'd that be? 3.5e, I think.
Huh. Also, little side note: one of my starting magical items that I got was a potion of growth.
Potion of what?
Potion of growth.
Oh, growth. I heard potion of wills. I'm like, the fuck's a potion of wills?
I don't know. Also, who has a really high passive perception amongst the group?
Not me.
Probably Marcus.
You would expect the 2 clerics to have.
I mean, I got a 14. I'm not proficient in
I would
perception.
say someone with at least a 15.
Yeah, I have an 11, even though I have a 0 in wisdom.
You would essentially need at least a +3 in proficiency in perception. be able to see this. Or +2 proficiency because roll with 5s, right? Roll 5 or 6. No one has that high perception?
I don't know what
Marcus
Marcus's
might.
is.
Marcus, are you there?
I would assume not, or he would have responded the first time.
Well, maybe he just forgot that he may be muted or something.
I mean, it's quite easy to check Discord to see if he's muted or not.
Yeah, but that's Discord muted, not if his own mic's muted on his end.
He doesn't mute it per se. He turns it off, so you'd hear a click.
Yeah. All right, this is a decent death message.
So who likes Jarvis's morally ambiguous style?
Not Gabriel.
Well, it's just how the Native Americans would do it.
That's...
You said to a character who is playing a Native American. A character that is a Native... Well, what is it? Métis.
Métis,
I
which
honestly
is...
Yeah.
I honestly forget.
I mean, it's not... It's
not brought up as much.
It's
but
not wrong, but it's not correct.
Use every bit. I mean, you do the same thing to me, right?
What do you mean?
You would use every bit of me, right? If I died.
Probably not. Maybe like take like any items that might be like we would need.
Like magic items, but you leave the body alone.
Yeah, like would bury that.
So you're gonna take my arms?
No,
Well,
definitely not. Because that's
Why?
part of you.
No, they're detachable.
I know, and they detach when you die, but still, we would see that as you. And unless you specifically say, take this if I die, then we won't take it.
Yeah.
if anyone ever accidentally kills Lane, should Lane ever return, you are responsible for eating his heart.
Also, I need to figure out amongst
Just like the buffalo.
I imagine only people with sticky fingers would actually take gold.
Also, for Aaron, how do you feel like getting a better musical instrument?
I mean, Aaron has many musical instruments already.
Okay, how about a magically enchanted one?
I mean, he has future music instruments.
Yeah, that would be cool. I don't think you'd be able to make 2 of my instruments because they are not invented yet. But the 2 that I have, the bagpipes and the glower, are both time appropriate.
You telling me you can't play guitar?
Guitar is one he has. It is a it is very much not a 18th or 19th century guitar though.
It's a string instrument.
Yes, but what I'm saying is I'm not getting rid of the things I brought with me from the future.
No, you
to use a medieval version.
I would essentially just look at it. You tell me how it works as an instrument, then I would make something that works like it. Also,
which is exactly what I was saying. Never mind.
He will not replace it.
Like, I'm not going to...
And accepting, like, something that works like it would probably be, like, replacing it for him.
Yeah, those 2 have sentimental value that he wouldn't replace. The bagpipe and the glower that he bought in Austin, he'd be down with doing that with.
What are y'all talking about?
Jarvis is trying to sell Aaron some extended warranty on his instruments, and Aaron's having none of it.
No, because I want to at least make one really
No,
nice
just-
magical item for
just-
everyone.
Just skip the spinning rims. We're on the clock.
Put it free.
Can I have a banjo with a spinning rim?
You know what?
Here.
Use the titanium gold alloy and throw a little hot red on there.
Done.
I hate that Aaron can say that in canon.
Whatever you
The
said
thing is,
done.
when I brought up the idea, it was immediately jumped on. When I brought up
Well,
the
no,
idea.
because like I think it's interesting. I think it's funny.
It's hilarious, but I hate it at the same time.
Wait a second. Why, Dylan? Why is your name Beckerson?
What are you talking about?
Oh no! And when I started with this character, after Lane left, I said October 2022. So there's a new piece of information that Aaron knows.
The queen is dead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The queen is dead. Long live. What is it? The queen is dead. Long live the king.
Long live the
queen is dead. Long live the king.
Is the long live for the next person or for the person that died?
I think it's for the person who died.
Though
Though every instance I've heard of it has gone from king to king, so I don't know for sure. But I'm pretty sure it's
I feel like this is something that I will learn in the coming weeks.
Let's go.
Yep.
I mean, is Tom back?
No.
Oh, he's back.
No, I mean, he was sitting in his room. He better be back.
Is Matt back?
Oh,
I'm back.
Yep. Okay, we're good.
okay. Alrighty.
Where's Logan? He was supposed to be here like an hour ago.
Yeah, what the heck? Did he say anything in Wild West?
No. Must got caught up or something.
I will add him. Logan. My sweet summer child.
I hate what I just heard that as.
What?
A low gang.
I did say that.
Like what is it? Okay.
The drain cleaner of Rogaine?
No,
Logan.
not gain. Gang, like
Logan.
yeah.
Like the Logan Paul gang.
Yeah.
The Logan Paul
I
gang.
hate it.
Okay. So
Oh, Rogaine's for hair, not drain cleaner. Never mind.
at the end of your second week,
Before we leave that site, as we're packing everything up, I will check, do a quick check on the grave to make sure it hasn't been touched.
right. Oh, right. Okay, so basically before you moved.
Yeah, I'll be like before we left the site, I'll be like, I'll take a leak, and I go off into the woods and I quickly
that
go
would've
check the
been like-
grave.
That would have been like before you set out to over here. But yeah, okay, got you. Yeah, we'll say you did that. Yeah, the grave is intact.
Okay.
If you, I will say, if you wanted during the next week to try again with your spell.
Yeah, I will cast borrowed knowledge on myself. I'll have those prepared for those days, and also guidance, so I'm proficient in Arcana, and then make 3 checks. Let's go.
What you got? What'd you get?
7, 20, 18, 9, but it's a natural one.
Okay.
I know it's too late now. I will say going forward that I don't have any spells to work on. So
Wait a minute, I have inspiration because I'm playing Ed. I'll re-roll that last one.
Okay, that's true. Oh, I would also say, Marcus, for your prayer, you gained a point of inspiration. And with that, that's a 20, an 18, and a 18. Yeah, you've got it. You figured it out.
Fucking yes.
You will know how to touch it, how to make it a range of. You wanted it to be a range of touch, correct?
Yeah,
And it
so like
was
I could
range of-
cast Spirit Shroud on Ed instead of myself. So
right.
he can run
Okay.
in with that, and I'm concentrating on it while staying back.
Okay, then yes, you have managed to successfully create this new version, and you may name it as you wish. So, this will be the last leg of the journey. So let's do 3 more of those survival checks, and yeah, it'll probably be about another week before you get there. So,
Are you doing the create
Party.
food and water each day?
I'll do
or-
it like at night, so they last the day.
Question for the party.
Okay.
Do we want to travel along the shoreline or do we want to travel along the road?
I imagine the road's safer.
I mean, Gabriel's been seeing those symbols along the road, so I feel like it's better to stay to the road.
Okay.
So, am I making 3 more survival checks?
yes.
Okay, and is anyone helping?
Have some guidance.
I
Yeah.
will help with navigation.
Alrighty.
Perfect. All 3 of them had advantage.
Yes.
I have a feeling.
I will say though that for the purpose of traversing areas without the roads, advantage would probably be a thing that'd be harder to come by, just because you're
Yeah.
on the road for now.
Yeah,
so
we're
that's
also
why you're
staying on the
doing it
road
now.
because of the cart. We're not going off-roading in this thing.
Yes.
One thing I would like to do over the course of this next week or less is see what everyone's gear is.
See what everyone's gear is.
Yeah, like see what
Okay.
they're equipped with, what the preferred weapon of choice.
All right. Yeah. Those. I don't particularly see why people. I mean, like you could generally see what most of them have.
Mine's a little hard to tell.
Aaron would be a little bit hard to tell. Granny's got a spear, but I don't think you've seen her fight yet. So
We have not fought since I joined.
yes, that is true. Alrighty. Marcus, you made those survival. So you have 8, okay.
Also, add a D4 to each of those.
Yes, you can add a D4 to each of those.
Because one thing I will ask if, along with all their base gear, is if they could have something, what would they want to improve their
Oh.
So that's a
loadouts to better their loadouts.
22. Yeah, what's up?
I will also be reading the book during the travel about the magic item book that I got from the Mindforged.
Was that the magic items for dummies?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Essentially, it explains. First of all, it explains what a magic item is, in a very dumbed down version, which is, have a crap sword that can't even cut butter. Try this neat +1 sword that totally can cut butter.
And the table along with it.
And the table along with it, yeah. It explains basically how, different enchantments work, and how you as a person can only be attuned to so many of the more powerful magic items at a time. It also
With exceptions.
there are exceptions. It also explains, like the ones without attunements. It also explains cutting table in half with plastic knives. It also explains how they're made and how you could potentially make them. It requires an innate knowledge of magic. It does require some time and some skill with rune writing, and you would have to well, not necessarily rune writing per se, but it's the more common way in which enchantments are laid into weapons. However, the term for it is it's called a dwemer, I believe is the correct way to pronounce that. And the more you ponder and attempt to imbue these things with your dwomers, or dwomers is I think the right way to say it, will they begin to take on the what?
Dwarf.
You mean Dremmer?
Well, it sounds like dwemer, but it has that O in it, so it's dwemer. It's used a lot in the R.A. Salvatore books as a way to describe enchantments. It's like the specific arcane calculations required in order to enchant something. So
you can ask Jarvis about if you want.
Well, if he, Bruce also should have some experience with enchanting things.
Yeah,
Yes,
it was basically I come up from a place where there isn't magic, so I don't know like what's possible to ask if something is possible. Like I don't know what I don't know, if that makes sense.
So it explains how there's a lot of general and common enchantments that people tend to use or want put on their weapons and armor or items. Because it just simply, assists them in the dangerous world that they come from, and better helps them defend themselves. However, it does say that when it comes to enchantments, the sky is kind of the limit. If you can think of something and you have the magical means and the willpower to keep trying at it, eventually you could come up with things.
Yeah. Basically when sorry.
No, go ahead. It's fine.
Like when I feel like there's time, I'll talk to both Marcus and what is your character's name again? I'm sorry.
Jarvis and Bruce.
No, it wouldn't be Marcus. It would be
yeah,
Bruce.
Not Marcus. Bruce. Sorry.
Yeah.
Bruce and Jarvis.
Yeah, you could talk them on the ride. But yeah. So I'll say about half of the way into your journey, at one point or another, you're traveling.
One quick thing before we.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So the spell books. Whenever you get a chance, can you send the spells? But
oh, I keep forgetting to do that. I'm so sorry.
Could you just have worked on it while we were traveling all that time?
Yes.
So then I'll just say which ones he would have worked on. When you
I could tell you right now, real quick. I'm sorry that I keep forgetting to send that to you. That's
no, all good. We could do it. We could do it later if you want, after the session, so we don't waste any time.
All right. Yeah. If you have time afterwards, I can. All right. So as you guys are traveling along, you come across this area that's it's like a little bit of a river, kind of like cutting across the pathway, and on either side, it's not a particularly high river, but as you bring the cart across, you find that the wheels become stuck in the mud, and you're having quite some difficulty pulling them out.
Can I get Zeus to help prop it up?
Sure. So, as you guys are kind of like stopped in this area in the middle of this like sort of like shallow portion of the river, this crossing, Octavian would have been riding behind you, and he makes a remark for those of you in the back of the carriage that would be able to hear. He would say, just kind of, stupid beasts never know when to stay away.
What's up?
Hearing that, I draw my guns.
When you do that, do me a favor. Make a perception check. Or actually, what's your passive?
Passive is 14.
Make the perception.
I'd be probably looking over.
If I could quickly cast guidance on myself, or is it one of those situations where I don't have time for it?
You think you might not have time?
Okay.
with the wheel getting stuck, Jarvis would have had
11.
push up. So at the notion of that, his left arm would flex as the shield would pop up.
Okay. All right. Alrighty. Give me a second for this here. So, you with an 11. You and like. So you. This is like how you guys are kind of situated.
I'm in the back.
You can move. Yeah, you can move yourself. However, you think your character would be. Actually, I believe Marcus would be up here because he'd be up with Ed. So, sorry, my bad. So yeah, if that looks appropriate to you. So essentially, Jarvis, you said you would have gotten out, right, to help with the wheel?
Well, I would be instructing Zeus to start pushing.
I instructed Zeus. Okay,
I'm
so
not that strong.
Zeus would be back here pushing. Would anyone have gotten out to try and like get it out of the mud?
I would not be any help with pushing this. I am very weak.
Same with
I would get
Gabe.
I would also try not to hinder, so I would probably have popped out.
So you said, okay. You said you'd get off, Marcus?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I guess just if you guys would be out of the cart, just place yourself how you would be. And after Octavian says that, he will bring the horse back a little bit, and around that time, you begin to hear a very loud crashing coming from in this direction, and
which direction?
up over here.
All right.
North.
North, yes. North, yeah. As
oh God.
bursting through the woods, I guess the thicket would be a more a large three-horned creature with a sort of, well, some of you would know it's a triceratops, not everybody would, but yes, a trike comes slamming through the woods. You notice upon initially seeing it, it sees you and it kind of stops, but it turns away from you and puts its back towards you, but it kind of like is flicking its tail nervously.
Oh, like it's being chased. Shit.
You see its hide is quite bloody and has been raked by sharp claws.
What is it running from?
Yes, give me but a moment.
Is it a pack of raptors? Is it a T-Rex? Oh God.
Raptors don't leave claw marks like that.
It's the king of feathers, Spec.
Oh no! Please no!
As
fucking dino.
bursting out of the, well, not bursting, stalking out of the jungle around it to then surround it.
Oh.
Oh.
What are those called again?
Allosaurus.
Yeah.
They're like a mid-sized T-Rex.
They're big fucking raptors.
Yeah, basically, they're like big raptors. 3 Allosaurus come out and surround this thing. However, they do also take notice of you, and I would say at this point, we're going to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
We've been needing some combat. It's about time.
Oh, Ed, he doesn't even need the advantage.
Ed's not allowed to roll that high on initiative. Get out of here.
Fuck me.
Ed can't roll that high. What? Okay. Oh, that shouldn't be one, but whatever. That's fine. And that. And I will roll 4. Tricyclotops. That thing's a tricyclotops. It could have murdered us.
Also, I recommend on your character sheets click tag for the tiebreaker.
I'll do what I want.
I do what I want, and I do it when I need it. Oh, shit.
I was gonna do it, but now.
Wait, Tom.
I can't
Why did
can't
you
believe
roll?
Sarah's attacking us like this.
Because he rolled one
Okay.
for Rita.
Right. He rolled one for Rita. Okay, so he has Rita. You have Ed. Unfortunately, I don't know what's up with Logan. Would anybody be willing to take Grandma?
I mean, I don't think it would take that long.
What?
I got too much stuff to manage.
Yeah.
I could do it if nobody wants to do it.
I just said yes.
You're already
you said
managing
yes?
Rita.
Yeah, you're already doing Rita.
Give me all the inspiration,
Oh, Bean, you want to do it?
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay.
please.
Pog.
Where are my grandkids?
God damn it.
They took my fucking grandkids.
Alrighty, let me give you access to Grandmama. Aaron Haney. Alrighty. There you go. So all of you tonight that are, doing a character for me, I thank you, and you get your inspiration. But I believe, Beck, you already just spent yours as Ed, right?
Yep.
So, yeah. Alrighty. So
The Sharptooths are attacking Sarah.
I will arrange it like so. I think the Allosaurus has a higher dex than Ed. What's Ed's?
Minus
dex?
1.
Oh yeah, the Allosaurus goes first. Okay, and then let's see, Aaron, what's yours? I think you go. I think you go before it.
I have a 10 dexterity.
Oh, I think it
I have a
goes.
+1 to initiative. I have a +1.
Okay.
I'll already be going ahead of him because I have tiebreaker on.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Then that's so top of the turn. Rita.
I forgot what voice she does for Rita.
Morty. It's Morty.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
It's literally just be Morty.
The answer is always Morty.
Oh, jeez. Oh, guys, I'm getting out of the fucking carriage.
She doesn't curse though.
Oh, jeez,
The
Willikers.
fudging carriage. There you go.
She needs to drink some milk.
I spilled my milk because we, halted in the river. Alright, I take it that this... Wait a minute. What if we don't attack the trike?
I didn't plan on attacking the Triceratops.
So...
Let's befriend the Allosaurus.
Yeah, literally. You befriend the Allosaurus.
I will also note that your horses are freaking out, but they can't go anywhere because the cart is stuck.
So...
But they are.
Yeah.
They're trying to get away, but they cannot.
Rita had no idea what was going on, so now she's got her tail all puffed out and her fur is just sticking up because she just sees that there's these huge fucking predators now.
Yep.
So she's going to use her light crossbow and she's going to take a shot at this Allosaur right here.
Okay.
It's probably a horrible idea.
Predators.
God, predators!
17. Yeah, 17 will hit.
Oh wait, does she have extra attack?
Yeah,
5th level,
she
yeah.
does. Yep.
What's your class?
She does. She's barbarian. Alrighty, yeah, roll for both of those. Alright, as Rita comes out, and for the first time since you have met her, she uses a ranged weapon and is quite proficient in it, to some people's surprise. With the second bolt managing to land in a particularly sore spot on the Allosaur. He looks like he might have gotten one of the trike's horns in his hide earlier, and that just buries deeper within him as he roars viciously in pain. Anything else for your turn?
Bonus action, rage.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Give me a moment. I'll take it that that's it, so I will move on to Bruce.
Alright, Bruce feels bad for the beat up dinosaur, so he's gonna spring into action. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 to get over here. And then he's gonna touch Mr. Triceratops, rip out one of his eyelashes, and cast invisibility on it.
Okay. Alrighty.
Is it willing?
I mean, it probably wants to get away from these things, and so it'd be, in a sense, it'd be willing, but it's not really aware of what you're doing.
Let's see.
Do they have their DNR on?
DNR!
The Triceratops is a DNR. Heads or tails?
Where does it say it has to be willing?
You touch...
Oh, it doesn't even have to be willing.
Oh,
be
wow. It doesn't have to be. Okay, yeah, he's invisible. Wow, my bad. Sorry, I should have read that. Yep.
He has advantage on attacking you, Bruce. Way to go.
Fuck.
You
He's
do
a nice
notice when you...
dinosaur.
he is a nice dinosaur. You notice when you come up and you place your hand on its hide, like you felt it kind of like flinch, but then when it realized you weren't like bad touch, it
When it works,
wasn't
bad
paying
touch.
much attention to you.
It doesn't
Yeah.
have to show on the
Bruce
doll
has
where you
good
touched it.
touch.
God damn it. But yeah, he is now invisible. The Allosaurs, no longer seeing him, but potentially still smelling him, are very confused, and some of them do focus you guys. But this one up towards the top here still is kind of like wondering where the fuck the Triceratops went. Anything else for your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna True Strike on...
True strike?
Didn't we change it to
It's a bonus action, yeah.
Yeah, True Strike is a bonus action.
You made it viable.
Yes.
And then, on this guy over here.
Okay. Alrighty. One finger to target in range, magic grants you brief insight into
Oh
the
my
target.
god,
no, it's
Ed has
concentration.
double
Wait,
my
scratch
HP.
that. Not doing that. Not doing that. Not doing that.
Are you not
Alright,
doing that? That's it?
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty. Allosaur. So it would be this one. He is going to... He does see you, Bruce, but there's a lot more morsels over there. He's gonna... He can only get about that far. He's gonna... come on down to the Olive Garden. Let me check his movement.
Oh no, it's The Price is Right!
Allosaurus, come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right.
Oh shit, he's got 60 feet. Yeah, he gonna get here. And he is going to...
He's gonna try.
He is going to disadvantage just bite into basically the fabric of the cart.
Walter's work!
Disadvantage because it's like he's going at like Granny.
I mean, how would he be able to see Granny?
He would. Well, he wouldn't. That's why I'm saying it's disadvantage. He's just trying to like bite the cart. So he does manage. He smells the cookies. He does manage to rip a mean chunk and tear a hole into the side of the fabric on the cart. However, he does not hit Granny, and then he will turn toward Marcus, and he oh, that's the Triceratops. My bad. He will oh no, I think is that all he could do?
Do they have multi-attack?
No, I guess they don't. Huh. They do not. All right, that do be he turn. Ed.
Oh, hell. He will jump off the cart, step forward, and tell the horses, like, all right, stay close. And he unhitches them so they can get away safely. Don't go too far.
They gone.
Yeah, they
Bad idea.
they will sprint off.
Yeah.
It's okay. Marcus knows.
Could I make an animal handling check to for Ed? Be like, hey, for him saying
Just
like,
see,
don't
if
go
you can
too
get him
far.
to stay close by. Okay, yeah, you can make the check.
He has advantage on those.
Marcus knows what?
Marcus knows the
Marcus knows the horses. He can sending them.
And they understand, so
Okay, so like they definitely, like, before they immediately bolted, they seem to listen to his words. You're not sure if they like
they care.
but they seem to care about what he said.
Alright, he's just gonna remember the direction they went, and that would have been an action.
Yes, yeah, because you did unhitch 2 horses.
Alright, bonus action. Giant Smite.
Ooh, okay. You go big time. Very well. And is that all for you?
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Okay, Gabriel.
Let me see. Gabriel will be like, oh crap, jump up into the cart, move through it. It's like, alright, Ed, just like a practice. Here we go.
Alrighty.
Cast Spirit Shroud.
Okay. Alrighty. So call for the spirits of the dead, they float around the targets. So yeah, you would see for flavor, sort of like more like your ancestral Métis spirits kind of like dancing around him and protecting him.
Yeah.
Um
Let's see, that's my bonus action. And as an action, I'll take a shot at this Allosaurus.
Alrighty.
Pew!
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit. They're gonna hit. My elbow feel funny. My elbow feel weird as you you take your shot, perhaps in between Ed's legs, and you manage to hit
Probably
it
over his
right
shoulder
in-
because I'm on the cart.
Oh yeah, that's right. You are in the cart. So yeah, so over his shoulder, and you manage to hit the Allosaur in one of its clawed fingers, the pinky, and you blow it clean off. It roars in anger. Is that all for you?
Yep.
Okay, Grandma Gertrude. Granny?
Bean.
Bean?
My mic was muted. I'm awful.
Oh.
Can Granny see this man out the hole he bit in the tarp?
Oh yes, Granny can most definitely see.
Okay, she's gonna go up and she's gonna do the punchy punch twice into his face.
Very well, you boop snoot.
Alright.
Very well.
And that first one, we are going to use the we're going to spend the key point to harm him also.
Oh yes. The hand of harm. Well, the 25 hits, so roll the damage and add the ouchie damage.
Slash plus that.
Okay.
And because Granny is real cool, he's poisoned too until the end of my next turn. Yes.
Oh wow. Okay.
Granny is cool.
Granny is cool.
And then Granny does her second punchy punch.
Very well. Oh, we take those. Roll damage.
And unfortunately, can only use one hand of harm per turn. So should have saved for the crit. But we take those.
But we take this.
We take
Okay.
those. And then
Oh,
Granny
maybe.
takes her free bonus action, one that isn't the flurry of blows, the whatever the single one's called.
Oh,
Just an offhand.
oh yeah,
She
free.
she gets to make an offhand one from something.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's his frost
From
rune
martial
that
arts.
makes him have advantage.
Oh yeah,
in
from
animal.
martial arts.
But it's still a 10.
Does the 16 hit?
Yes, the 16 does hit.
Okay, so he also take another 6. We take these.
Let me take these. Okay, so
And then
12 plus 4.
Granny will run out to there. Maybe
Hey.
take hit. Don't know.
Does he have reach? I need to see.
If he has reach, did not leave his reach. But if he does not have reach, he can bite me.
He does not have reach, so he will take attack of opportunity. He will attempt to bite.
I think being poisoned, he has disadvantage.
You might be correct in
Poison
that. Let me
does
see.
inflict disadvantage on attack rolls, saving throws, and skill checks.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
saves. Not saves.
Oh, not
Attack rolls
saves?
and
Oh, I thought they did.
Okay, he will take his disadvantage bite. I imagine 11 does not hit Granny.
It does not.
Okay. All
Granny
right.
has the blood lust in her eyes.
Yes, the fire. So 7 plus 6. So let's see. 6 and 6 is 12. 12 and 4 is 16 plus 2 more is 18, and then 18 plus 7 would be 25. 25 damage total.
25. Yes.
It was very good. It was very good. Granny.
Granny is done.
She definitely bloodies this guy. As a matter of fact, she with that hand of harm, quite literally gives him a black eye with the first punch. With the second punch, manages to knock some of his teeth out of his mouth, and the third one just kind of like uppercuts him to snap his jaw closed, and you think he might have bit his tongue.
Look, Granny sees. Granny did not like having this creature being attacked by them. It has a beak. Turtles have beak. I don't know.
This is true. Okay, the Triceratops' turn. The Triceratops will
Doesn't know
assess...
about breaking visibility by attacking, so...
Yes, it does not know about this. It will assess the situation, and it will determine, since the things behind it no attack, it gonna try and hurt the other things. So
it has advantage.
It does have advantage. It is going to go for this one up here. And it's going to rush up. Although he doesn't get the trampling charge because it's not 20 feet. And he's going to gore him if he can. Which he does. Very good. Oh boy. Yeah, you watch as, well, you don't watch at first. You hear the very loud rumbling, and then just as the Triceratops snaps back into vision, you see that it has impaled its right horn deeply into the rib cage of this Allosaurus that was kind of just like flanking, not really flanking, but kind of like turned looking from its side, not sure where to go. He seems to have hurt him quite badly. This Allosaurus is going to move up on Ed, which I think... Does Spirit Guardians take effect?
Its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
And,
it's when he does damage to it that it actually triggers.
Okay.
At the beginning of their turn, when they first enter.
Oh yeah, when he at the beginning of his turn, just
Oh no, that's Spirit.
Spirit Shroud.
Spirit Shroud, my bad, not Spirit Guardians. I made a mistake with that.
Yeah, I knew what you were talking about.
Okay. Well, if he takes damage, he does. If not,
He doesn't take
but
damage. It's only when Ed
Okay.
attacks.
he is going to. He gonna try and bite Big Ed. Let's see. You're actually joking. Allosaurus might have some feathers along its spine. Would they actually?
Possibly.
They did have like scales, but they're also part of that family that had some feathers, so it's possible.
Oh, like Raptor.
Not entirely sure, but it is surmised.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I said
so-
might.
It might, yeah. Maybe the actually no, yeah, these ones wouldn't. He runs up and he goes for a bite, and perhaps in his haste, he just kind of like trips on a rock,
Oh, he got a one.
and he slams his mouth into the ground, but he like quickly gets up and shakes it off. That'll be his turn.
Imagine biting your
Jordan.
tongue with all those sharp teeth.
Oh god, that'd be the end of your tongue. You die of internal bleeding.
So,
Dinosaur piercings actually very popular.
So I get over here. The condition of this current Allosaurus is looking pretty rough, right?
Yes, he is bloodied. His face has been all sorts of mashed up.
Instead of going on defensive manner and trying to get this thing moving, I'm going to go on offensive and get into proper position. I'm going to get right here. And then I'm going to command Zeus to circle around. To get right there.
Alrighty.
And,
Okay.
with the flick of my wrists, my blade is out, and I'm going to take 2 swipes at him.
Okay. So I think with the way how we do advantage, he'd have to be here, right, for you to have advantage, because he's a large creature.
He's a what?
The Allosaurus is a large creature, so I think
Yeah, the way
for
flanking works is you have to be across the center.
Ew.
Yeah, you have to be across the center. If he has the room, you could move him. I could just say that you move him the 5.
I would have to be on top of. I would have to be on top of. Marcus.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. If Zeus had 5 more feet, does he still have more? No, he doesn't. So this turn you wouldn't be able to get the advantage, but you could still make your attacks.
That's fine. It's gonna be 3 attacks for my arm blade. 3 attacks for me, 2 attacks. Oop. That's a miss. 19.
Okay. Yeah, that's a miss and a hit. So yeah, so roll damage.
10 slashing.
Okay.
And he is going to do a force and power blend.
Okay. Alrighty. So that's the dog's thing, right? Or is that?
Yeah. I'm using my bonus action to command him to attack.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that hits. Okay. So you run up on this guy and you manage to slice him across the belly, and then Zeus comes in behind and gets a bite on his neck and manages to just bring him down to the ground, draining the life from his very eyes.
Oh shit!
Yes, you have killed the Allosaurus.
Nice.
But there-
I only used about. So I'm gonna use 5 feet more of the rope to just stand on top of it. And that's my movement. That was my action and bonus action. Let's go.
Okay. Alrighty. Allosaurus. All right.
Anton, just for future reference.
Yeah, I noticed after.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good for my things too. It's going to try and bite and clamp down on.
I mean, this will Triceratops.
He go try and bite that Triceratops because he don't appreciate what was done to him. He gonna do him just as dirty if he can.
Disadvantage because it's invisible.
It's not
Actually,
invisible
no.
anymore.
Oh no,
No,
the invisibility would have broke.
Yeah, because it's gored.
He does manage to bite him. Although it doesn't seem to do nearly as much damage because he's just kind of like biting him on the hard crust of his head, and it doesn't really seem to phase the trike all that much.
I think it's called a crown.
Crown? Okay, yeah.
I'll double check. It's a C word.
I used to be obsessed with dinosaurs, and then I like forgot half the stuff for them, which sucks. I hate it. That would be no. It's gonna move around him to like here, and let me take the invisibility thing.
Oh, it's a neck frill. Never mind.
Okay. Aaron. Aaron Hemayer.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up on the rock.
All right.
And then gonna do the Wombo combo. Also known as Ed is big, but he could always be bigger.
He's big, but he could always be bigger. So true. Alrighty.
This has been used before when we were going to feed the Dargon.
I think
This
it's
is
a little
true.
bit overkill at this point, but okay.
So he does an extra D4 of damage.
Yep. And then I'm going to bonus action Bardic Inspiration to Gabriel.
Thank you.
Gabriel, you have a floating unicorn head floating around your head.
Neat.
Alrighty. If that is all for your turn, it'll be Marcus's.
Very good. Marcus is going to do the do. He's going to walk around a la carte.
It probably would have to be shunted there.
The what?
I'm just muttering to myself.
Oh, we're at it. Yeah.
So I'm going to, 5, 10, 15. Can I see past good old Ed?
Where are you? Yeah, you could.
The dinosaur under his leg.
Yeah, now it would be. Yeah, it'd be under his leg. You could most definitely.
Perfect. So
if he wanted to, he could ride it like a horse.
Well, Ed's what, 7 foot something, right? Normally. So double that twice.
He's 28 feet tall.
He's around 30 feet after you count.
His head's up in the canopy of some trees.
Guiding bolt.
You gonna guiding bolt? Okay.
Yes.
Give me a second.
In fact, it's going to be at second level.
Second level.
I'll cast it.
Indeed.
Okay. Yep. So just roll it and then roll to see if you hit.
Oh.
Oh.
It's a guiding bolt. That's 5d6.
That is 10d6.
At level 2. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a crit, so 10d6.
Right. Yep.
But 5d6.
Oh my god.
33 damage right there.
Okay. The Allosaur, he looking bloody.
Literally, a sword from heaven just struck down him.
Yeah, just as you clutch your holy symbol and launch this lance of holy light towards your foe, and much like
I'm not done.
The Archangel.
Then he says,
Oh no! What are you doing?
I'm going to use my Warp Priest feat to make an additional attack. as my bonus action.
No, you can't do that. You have to
Why
take
not?
the attack action. You casted a spell.
It's when you take the attack action. The spell doesn't count as the attack because it's not a melee weapon attack.
Or a ranged weapon.
Spell's not
Or
the attack
range.
action.
It's casting you made an attack, but you used your action to cast a spell. You didn't take the attack action.
Yeah.
I
If you
hate
took
rules
the
as
attack
written.
action, you would have had multi-attack.
If you shot him with your gun, you could.
Yeah.
I believe that guiding bolt is more than enough.
I mean, you can. Well, actually, no, because that would also be another spell. I mean, if you have a bonus action cantrip, you can. But I mean, there's like
Unless
none
he
of
has
those.
magic stone
No.
or shillelagh.
Yeah, so I think that would end up being all for you.
Or true strike. True strike's bonus action now.
On to the next turn.
That's how True Strike is a bonus action very well. And the next turn would be Rita. At the top of the turn, you would notice. Hold on.
Then you're a vampire. Just chill.
Indomitable Rex shows up. Oh.
No, another Allosaurus will come out of the brush over here, and then a particularly larger Allosaurus with some feathers coming out of its head
It's the alpha.
will arrive upon the scene. Rita, your go. It's the feathers.
So. Alright. So here's what I'm going to do. Rita is going to get over to Mr. Ed, but she's going to use her feline agility.
Oh, to double her speed.
Indeed.
In dibbity donk. Alrighty.
So, because like it would be like 10.
And that's probably
20.
difficult terrain in the water, especially for her height.
Right, so like it could still.
The
Okay,
water...
hear me out, right? Hear me out. I climb on the wagon to get across.
That's what Gabe did.
Yeah, you could run through the wagon.
Alright, perfect. Alright, oh, fuck, I'm still doing that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I didn't even need to use feline agility. It's big schwack time.
Very well.
And I am raged. Can I call Reckless?
You want to call Reckless?
It's already
Yeah.
It has advantage because of Guiding Bolt.
Yeah, you have advantage.
you're
with the
right.
bolt.
You're
But I
right,
think that's
okay.
only for the first
Only for
attack.
the first attack. Second attack won't
Yeah.
have advantage. But you'll probably kill it with the
I'll
first
still call
attack.
Reckless.
Good.
Is it okay if I still call Reckless?
Yeah, if you want to, if that's what you decide to do. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay. They'll hit. Just roll the first one first. Let's see how much damage it does.
9.
Okay, yes, you got to roll the other one.
The 14 hits?
Yeah, they don't have incredibly high AC.
They don't have armor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're just dinosaurs, bro. Okay, yeah. So,
No, oh my
Esther?
god.
Sorry.
no, it's all good. You run through the cart to get across the water, past Gabriel, hop down, pull out your warhammer, and the first one just comes in and hits it on the side of its knee, bringing it down low, and then you come up from on high with the other swing, crushing its skull. It is dead.
Look what I did, Ed! Oh, jeez!
My god, I hate it.
It's my turn.
Alrighty, Bruce,
Alright,
is you go.
I am going to try to get this Triceratops out of here. Hold on, I'm just reading something really quick. All right. Prestidigitation. Can I make something smell?
I
It's a sensory
believe.
effect.
Within 30 feet.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna use my action to cast prestidigitation towards this way, the smell of another Triceratops. So I'll move up if I have to.
Okay. Alrighty. When you do that, it's kind of like after this other one has appeared, it's kind of like looking back and forth between the both of them. But you do briefly see when it looks back towards this one over here, its nostrils start to flare, and it kind of like looks like it wants to turn around and go, but like it isn't proceeding to leave just yet.
All right.
If it could have hope in its eyes, it seems to have hope in its eyes.
It's worth noting, the odor is an instant effect. It doesn't last.
It just catches
So
a
we
whiff
always
of it.
gotta whiff.
Right.
Yeah, I just wanted it to
catches-
think that
catches
there's
the whiff.
Triceratops in that direction, you know? So even if
Yeah.
it gets a whiff. Alright, that's my turn.
Okay. Okay. The big boy approacheth. How many feet doth it have?
I think 40.
It doth have 60.
60.
Holy shit. It's fucking fast. It's zooming. It's fucking...
Who's it going for?
It...
Oh, I didn't see that. That was behind a panel for me. Oh, God.
I thought I revealed the whole map.
No, it was behind one of my character panels.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, he coming, and he get about here. I'm gonna flip a coin here.
You could
Do
swallow
he go
Rita
for
whole.
Ed, or do he go for Cart?
Or does he go for big boy?
He go for big boy. He here.
I don't think it has reach.
do-
Rita is scared.
So, it's not a regular one.
Oh, it's
it's
a
a-
special one.
It's a special one. He do be having the reach, so he could zonk on Ed if he wants to. He gon' this be the alpha. Whoever said it earlier got it right.
It was
He
me.
gonna try and swallow Rita. Actually, no. Actually, yeah. He gonna try and swallow Rita. He gonna bite.
It's gonna regret that because she'll
Wait, Rita?
angry cat inside its stomach.
Talk about
Wait.
food that doesn't agree with you.
Wait, did you bite Rita?
He bite Rita.
Did you roll?
Do a 21 hit.
21 does hit.
Oh, he bite. 14 piercing damage, half to 7 because she's raging.
I don't see any.
What?
I just said I don't see any of this.
Yeah, I'm literally GM rolling.
Oh, 21.
Yeah, it was a 21 to hit, 14 damage, but half to 7 because she's raging.
Gotcha.
And then he's going to make claw attack at Ed. Alpha do have the extra attack, so 17 to hit Ed.
Oh shit! Yes, that just hits.
Very well.
I'm like, whoever's playing Ed's probably say something.
Yeah, it's 10 slashing damage from the claws. He rakes Ed's chest.
Ah, my fuck tattoo. I'm gonna fuck you up.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
So was Rita swallowed or just bit?
Oh no, she was just bit.
Okay.
Ed, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna come in with the right hook.
Uh-oh. The right hook, that hits. Okay. As with the right hook, you punch him in his neck, something fierce, and you kind of like watch his head snap to one side and then come back, his eyes full of fury.
Hold on. Does he have the thing? Can he grapple as a bonus action?
He
Brawler.
doesn't.
You can. Yeah, you'll use his bonus action to grapple it.
And they are the same size, so
So yes, he can. I'm fucking huge damage. Oh yeah, did you add the d4? Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
it's
Hover over the 10.
Yeah. He actually made it 1d4 on fucking huge damage.
Okay. So is it just he just automatically grapples him as a result of hitting him?
To attempt to grapple, so he needs to make a athletics check.
Okay. All right, and it will attempt to contest.
It can choose athletics wherever.
So, Ed very
Ed would have had to step
briefly-
forward.
Yeah, Ed very briefly gets him in a headlock, but at the last possible second, it just kind of slips right out. He beat him by 1.
Oh damn! Ed's not happy about that, so he's gonna do the big one, bring both fists down on its face.
Oh god!
Come on and slam.
Come on and
It's a
roll that
fucking
damage.
crit.
Holy shit!
And it's doing
Okay.
additional the radiant damage from Spirit Shroud. It's a D8.
Right.
Radiant.
Okay, so all right, so 19, and then oh god, that's 15 and 16. 19, 15, 16.
31.
31 slammage. Ooh, oh boy. This buddy boy here is looking.
50 damage gets rolled to it.
Yeah, he is. He's looking. Bloodied, not critical. He's looking bloodied.
You know what? Let's go ring around the rosy again.
Oh my god!
So he's
Okay.
gonna double hand punch, very Star Trekky.
Okay, yeah, that hits. Okay. Slammage could have been better, but yeah.
Could have.
that's-
And then he's gonna fucking do it again.
He'll do it again.
I'll do it again.
That also hits. Okay. Alright, so 16 plus 15 is 31 again.
It's 81 damage total between
Holy-
the attacks.
Yeah, at this point, this guy is he's bloody.
I'll make you regret
bloody
biting my
cool.
friend and scratching my fucking fuck tattoo.
I'm huge.
He fucking huge. I'll do it again. Keep getting confused. Yeah, he's critical now. My bad.
Actually, one size smaller than Giganese. Or not Giganese, Skater.
Would that be it for Ed's turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Alrighty. Gabriel.
Actually, he flexes his muscles.
Yeah.
Legs at him.
It's funny with how big he is. It looks like Rita's just up there on his flexing bicep. Beautiful.
All right. I'm gonna take 2 shots at Big Boy right there.
Oh, you have gun.
Yeah, crossbow. Not crossbow. Gunner.
Yeah, you got Gunner.
Gunner.
Red River.
Remember, you do have Bardic Inspiration.
Oh yeah, you do.
I'm pretty sure. What's it? D6.
It's a D8.
D8. Yeah, this is on the first one. Yeah.
Oh, and since that's what does my thing do on attack rolls? 1 second. It's been a while. I'm sorry.
Thunder damage or something.
I believe it's thunder.
It does 4 thunder damage.
Yes, it does 4 thunder damage.
Okay, so the 4
As
is the
unicorn
4
head
thunder.
explodes. Well, that also adds to his roll. So
Okay.
big wall of text. Attack roll immediately after the creature rolls the Bardic Inspiration die to add it to an attack roll against a target. The moat thunderously shatters. The target and each creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of it Must succeed on a con save. Oh, he needs to make a con save.
To take a con save or take an additional 4 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, let me make the con save.
And I'm only choosing the dino. I'm not choosing.
What's the DC?
16.
Oh yeah, he fails. Okay, so with that, that's so 2.
3 gunshots go off.
11, yeah, 11 plus 7 should be 18, and then the 4, so 22.
Yes.
Okay. How you want to do this?
I'm like right. I'm pretty much standing right on the cart next to him. I imagine I'm almost head level with it, or I'm probably about head level because they don't stand upright. So
yeah, he doesn't stand upright. So yeah, give or take.
Yeah, I basically put both barrels up against the side of its head and pull the triggers.
Beautiful.
The unicorn head explodes too for some reason.
Yeah, and it just punches through its skull.
I do lock eyes with it as I do this. I just kind of smirk.
And you watch. Actually, I think Bruce would be able to see this, and some of it would probably hit him as Alisaur's brain viscera just out the other side, and it falls over, dead. And in its falling, because you're kind of like nearby, Bruce. You almost get crushed, but you manage. It's like when the house is falling down, but you're standing in the window, and then like it doesn't hit you.
I'm like in between its teeth.
Yeah, there's teeth either side of you.
Yeah, when its head comes down.
It's only the bottom jaw. The top half of the head's gone.
Yeah, the top half.
If the top half of the head was there, you'd definitely have been crushed.
Yeah, but you're good. Alrighty, so is that all for you, Gabriel?
I'll shout, help the horn thing, whatever that is.
Alrighty, Grandma.
Alright, Granny has all the speed.
She does have all the speed. Oh God.
I'm assuming this counts as flanking with the.
I believe so.
Like if the T-Rex, not the T-Rex, the trike is hostile to it.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be an ally as long as it's a hostile creature.
Yes. So yeah, you for the purposes of this, you would.
Okay. Well,
And
Granny
since
is gonna lay into this man.
Very well.
He's red. She's seeing red. It just works.
Just works. Alright, yeah, that hits. Oh my God, we take those?
Yep, and there's going to be hand of harm on the second button.
Okay. Alright,
So-
alright.
8 on the first, and then slash. Plus.
And then maybe 32. He is critical but still standing.
Okay, he is poisoned from the position such. And because I forgot this earlier, Granny's a crusher. So
She is?
when you score a critical hit, attack rolls against the creature are made with advantage until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
You can also move him by 5 feet as long as it's no more than one size larger than you. So you can move him.
Yeah, but it would move him out of flanking.
That's true.
Alrighty.
And she's gonna take her bonus action attack.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit.
In addition,
And I believe with that, yeah, he is oh boy, is he dead.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Granny has 15 feet more.
Granny fucked him up, man. They don't have a lot of health either.
That means
That's
there's
why I
only
wanted
one left.
There's only one left. It's okay though. I mean, like I'm not like but all right. So that's for your thing. That's it for Granny.
That is it for Granny.
Okay. The trike. Trike will see this one literally just get absolutely bludgeoned to death by Granny's like
The little
fists.
turtle.
Yeah, the little turtle, and it does see the other one. It sees you proceeding towards the other one. It still remembers it caught that whiff, so it is going to use its action to dash, and it is just going to basically run trumpeting off into the well, not trumpeting, whatever noise they make.
Attack of opportunity if it wants on it.
The Allosaurus, yeah, will take the attack of opportunity on it. Let's see.
Damn, I wanted to cast healing on it.
Ooh. Okay.
Granny should have Hand of Healing.
Okay. Never mind. So the
Triceratops only gets 5 feet and falls dead.
Oh no!
the Triceratops literally only gets 5 feet, and then it just drops to the ground.
Right here.
Since it's friendly, it gets death saves.
Yeah, is still breathing? Question mark.
You're not in immediate view to see. Well, Granny
is.
Granny would see that
And
it's
Granny has Hand of Healing
struggling.
hands.
She does. She would see that it is struggling. It is in death throes. Yes, that would be the. It was here, so it would have gotten there.
I actually would be here because
Yeah, because
it has to leave the reach.
Oh yeah, you're right. Once it was out of it, which would have been.
Oh,
No.
it's when it's leaving. It would have been there. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah.
It probably was at full speed, so it probably like digs a little bit of a trench as it like plows
Yeah.
forward.
All 3 horns spike into the ground and it just flips over.
yeah.
Like a fucking RV.
So this one is gonna come up and approach Granny. Oh, it approaches, and it's going to attempt to bite. Does a 23 hit?
It does.
Oh shit, that's 24 piercing. Did the
Okay.
big crunch.
Okay.
Their bite is like the only thing that's dangerous. Their claws are like abysmal. They only get the 1 attack too, though, probably because the bite is so heavy. And that's all it does. Jarvis.
Yep.
That one's dead.
Seeing how the situation is currently, Jarvis is going. Fuck, he can't get to the Triceratops. So what he'll do is he'll move up. You see the blade retract as the palm opens up, and so he's going to take 2 shots at it. Not
The
Triceratops, but the
He
Allosaurus.
puts the Triceratops down.
he's like, I'm
I
putting
mean,
you
you
down.
gotta use every part of it.
All right, yeah, go ahead. Okay, yeah, that hits. That one would not. So
I misfired, thankfully.
it's
Close
no.
as it could have been.
One lower would have misfired.
One lower would have misfired, yeah. So 8 damage. Okay, yeah, so your the barrel extends out, you fire off, and you manage to slam right into the side of it. It kind of like turns briefly and looks in your general direction. You have
I'm standing over here between the 2 corpses of his brethren.
yeah, it sees a bunch of you standing over there. It's just it's looking angry.
I'm going to use my bonus action command with Zeus to essentially intercept over there
Okay.
and be in its way and force rend it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll to rend.
13 to hit?
Yes, 13 will hit.
Is that its AC?
That is its AC.
10
For the
points.
regular one, anyway. The alpha was like a 15 or something.
Uh,
Okay. So Zeus will run up there, and perhaps because it's distracted by Granny and everything going around, Zeus gets a nice nip into its back leg.
I imagine
And
as it's coming up close, its right claw charges up as glowing blue energy just rips through.
oh, he attacks with the claws, not with its mouth.
It changes.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah, if it's the claw, it's the claw. Sorry, my bad.
That's fine.
Is that all for your turn?
That's movement, action, bonus action.
Alrighty. Aaron.
Alright, I'm going to get across the water.
Okay.
You're doing that like tippy toe step through it.
Ding, ding,
Try
ding,
not to get your
ding.
feet super wet.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to dry out my Converse later.
That's right. You literally do wear Converse,
I mean,
don't
it's
you?
in the picture.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
And since Ed's 2 sizes bigger than me, I can just like go through space. So I'm gonna get here and bonus action, healing word the trike.
Okay. Alrighty. Roll your heels. Little, the cat and the fiddle. You would notice from over there as the healing word. What is the word? Is it bird?
It's chartreuse.
Chartreuse. That's right. It's chartreuse. You notice as the word seems to have some effect, and its breathing begins to steady. It is still unconscious for the time being, however.
Okay, but I get the feeling that it's probably not dying currently.
Right. It is not in death throes anymore. It is taking a well-deserved nap.
Okay.
In the middle of
And
the
then-
fucking road!
Yeah.
Let's see here. That was 25. So I'm gonna like step on this man's torso.
You climb over the corpses of your enemies. Very well.
And disadvantage throw a dagger at the standing man because that's all I can do.
Okay.
Actually, wait.
Aaron's never thrown a knife in his life.
Well, it's in the long range.
I know, but I'm just. I was just making a joke.
There was one time in Florida at a festival, he was handed a throwing knife and told to throw it into a stump.
And he was drunk.
There's a bar in his hometown that has a axe throwing range inside the bar. So
I wish we had one of those around here.
I have one. I've never
Oh
been
my
to it, though.
There's
Is
an
it
axe
just
throwing range
like-
in my city. I've gone there. It's fun.
Does it also have a bar?
I don't think so.
That sounds like a liability issue.
But it's Florida.
Yeah, you chuck the knife and
Goes
it
off into the
lands.
trees.
I've never
It
picked that
lands
dagger.
in the dirt.
I mean, it wasn't a 1. I hope I could find.
No, it wasn't a one. It lands in the dirt, like next to Zeus, like literally one square over, just hilt up, blade into the ground.
If only Zeus.
I
was
think
trained.
with a 6, it doesn't even stick in the ground. It just falls over.
Yeah,
It does. Yeah, after a brief moment, it falls over.
and that is.
It was like a dramatic pause. It was waiting. Okay.
I healed him. Y'all finish it now.
Marcus, you're up. Marcus.
Yes.
Okay.
So, I finally get to use this fucking spell. So,
Meteor swarm.
yeah, right.
Holy
Power word
shit.
kill.
Marcus is going to.
I cast Soul Cage, followed by Ray of Enfeeblement. I call it the microwave.
fuck. I just realized I literally can't do it.
Not soul cage. It's a force cage plus sickening radiance. That's the microwave.
Is you do time stop, and then you just put down on your first turn of time stop. You put down a delayed fireball.
What are you trying to cast?
I realized I couldn't do it because I needed to do touch. So.
What? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna launch another guiding bolt. This time at 3rd level.
Okay.
And
roll to bolt.
Indeed, rolling the bolt.
That'll hit.
Perfect. Oh.
Okay. 29. Jesus Christ. He is critical.
Damn it. I'm getting all my kills stolen tonight. Power word super kill?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Everything in existence dies.
That's the 13th level version.
Well, the campaign was great, guys.
Yeah,
So
Targets all.
yeah.
Oh, it shouldn't
that
have
was
somatic.
an action. You do have
That's
bonus action, and I think that's it.
Yeah, nothing I can really do.
All right, Rita.
Rita.
Rita should be able to get up on him, and she'd have advantage on it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You already know, bro. It's happening. Rita's gonna come right up here. She's gonna go. And she's going to schwackety schwack reckless attack.
Okay. I mean, you would have had advantage on the first one anyway. Yeah, roll damage for the first one. Let's just see if it kills it. Oh yeah. It's very beaten up by that guiding bolt, which would have essentially like singed and torn a hole into it, and it comes down low enough so Rita's able to. She basically does like a pirouette and just slams the great hammer into the side of its face. It's almost like a slow-mo smack cam, except you watch as like all the teeth go flying out and like the face ripples to the side, and then it falls over dead.
Perfect.
Yes.
Right, I hop off the cart and run over to the Triceratops and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
And with that, combat is over. Cure Wounds at 2nd level? Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
I'll also do another healing word.
Oh,
at
the
second
gloves.
level.
Oh, forget
Okay.
the gloves, but
Is
is
it still doing saves?
No, it's fine.
No. It was stabilized after the first healing word. Okay.
I'm going to do a Cure Wounds as well at 1st level.
And then that would be another.
Ed, you're about to get small again.
What?
Drop it.
Why do I fucking have that?
He's still big, though. He's still large.
Actually,
Yeah, but he's not as big as he once was.
is anyone looking like beat up around here?
I think only Rita was hurt.
Granny.
And Ed's
Granny.
down 10 points.
Granny.
Granny's fucked.
Okay. So yeah.
Gable cast
So
guidance.
I'm going to cast
Ed.
Mass Healing Word.
Okay. And who are the targets?
Rita, Granny. Was Ed hit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ed. Triceratops.
Who else is currently hurting?
I think
So we'll have
that's.
to wait until we see how much healing that gives.
Yeah, I think that's everybody that was hurt.
The
Granny,
wagon's
Rita,
damaged.
The wagon is moderately damaged. Yeah.
If possible, can I go kill the Triceratops?
Wait, what do you want to do with the Triceratops?
I want to heal him.
Oh, you want to heal him? At this point, after the first two from Gabriel and Aaron,
And also the mass healing word that's about to happen. Or it has happened. I think then scroll down. Oh, there's only 6.
Yeah,
and I got a
fucking one.
I'm putting a 3rd level healing word into Granny because Granny's still messed.
Okay.
Gabriel casts guidance on Ed, and Ed will start heading off into the trees and calling for the horses to come back.
Please get the horses back.
All right. Yeah. Roll me that animal handling from him.
17.
Yeah. He manages to bring him back around. They'll come back to him. They'll run up, realizing that the danger has passed.
He'll pet them and like stroke their manes and say, "Oh, it's all right. It's all right. All right. They're all dead now. They're all dead."
Yeah,
I'm not normally
like
this suave, but now I am.
From the
horse
big
movie.
Allosaurus, I would like to harvest its claws and teeth.
Make me a. Would that be nature or survival?
Survival.
It's nature.
That,
It's nature for.
Survival. It's definitely
either
survival.
I mean, we have a homebrew that we. Well, I guess Dylan didn't have it.
I don't have the book, but what do you use for it?
It's I'm pretty sure it's nature.
I swear it's survival.
I'm
Is it
pulling it up.
Is it because it's a beast?
Yeah, it depends on what the creature type is. I'm pulling up the book right now.
Yeah. Let me know, and then I'll tell you what roll to make. Are you also healing the Triceratops, Jarvis?
Is it gonna let me?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's been appreciating it and letting everybody do it. It doesn't even.
I thought it was
like
asleep.
It was. It woke up. Like
It's
you
definitely
guys
nature.
started pumping
Nature?
into it.
Okay. Well,
Can I skin 4 of the Allosaurus to make Allosaur beef jerky?
And Dylan, I'll send you what the Allosaurus has on its drop table. If you want.
Yes, please, if you could. Okay, so Marcus, you want to try and harvest them for meat, and Jarvis, you're trying to harvest them for the alpha for tooth and claw. Okay, so you said it is in fact nature being?
Yeah, it's nature.
Okay, so I need you both to respectively make nature checks.
No, and make 4.
Holy shit! Just 4? No, just the one.
All right.
I'll cast guidance on Marcus and help him
Okay.
too, because this is something that Métis would do.
Guidance as well, because I can cast it on myself.
Oh,
27.
you also guidance? Okay.
So I'm rolling inside advantage.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, for yours.
20.
Nice.
No, well, you can still cast guidance on him if you want.
Okay, so you get these things. These
Meat
things
is
way
just at like DM discretion.
Wait, who rolled the D4?
That was the guidance to myself.
Oh, yeah, Marcus, roll a D4.
Oh, roll D4. Okay.
I thought that was you.
No.
Good.
I'm staring back behind the wagon at Mr. Vampire that raised his gun but never did anything. Just been sitting back there.
He said he was
never
not for
raised a
combat.
gun. Yeah, he never raised a weapon. He simply just said, "Stupid beasts don't know when to
I
keep alive."
misunderstood something.
He also said, when you weren't here, being that he doesn't fight.
Oh.
Yeah,
well,
he doesn't
see, I have
fight.
complete retrograde amnesia.
Okay, so Jarvis, you find you get let's call it. Yeah, you get well, he would have how many for finger? 3, or is that 4? So you would find 6 Allosaurus claws from the alpha, and the jawbone, the lower jawbone, because the top one was completely. Well, the top part is the skull. So yeah.
Can I take its? Do I have to take the jaw, or can I take its teeth?
You can remove the teeth from the jawbone. Sure.
I only want like 20.
Yeah, that's easy enough. Yeah, you managed to get that. And Marcus, you were going for food. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And you've got a whole cart. You managed to get you wanted it specifically for jerky?
Yeah, basically just to like make it jerky. Yeah.
You get about 50 pounds. Good 50 pounds of like really good quality meat that you could make into jerky.
Can you put that in chat?
Sure.
I
Thank
used to
you.
make beef jerky back home with my family. I know how to do that. I imagine this isn't too different.
You want to try a piece?
Yeah,
Not right
Marcus,
now.
You just get a dehydrator and put it in. I don't see what the big. Oh wait.
How long does it take
Well,
what's
in a
dehydrator?
dehydrator thing, Aaron? Does it take less than 3 hours?
No.
I mean, with the right amount of magic, it could.
I mean, you could just redo it and put it in the dehydrator again. I think. I don't know what that would do to the meat.
What's
Like
a
if you just
dehydrator?
keep taking it.
I
Well, you
will
see, it
say
takes the hydration out.
those of you sorry.
No, I'd just be like, but isn't hydration good for you?
Yeah. You ever heard of drowning?
You need to dehydrate the meat in order for it to actually turn into jerky properly.
Yeah, but hydration's good for you. Yeah, Marcus. But you ever heard of drowning?
Yeah.
That's when too much hydration.
That's a
Yes,
different.
you've got
There's another kind of too much hydration. It's called water intoxication.
hydration.
Yeah, my brother had that once.
Oof. Okay. So I will say you managed to get the horses back, hitched to the cart, no problem.
Ed probably has shrunk by
And
now.
yes, he go back to his normal size.
Actually,
And
before he shrunk, he probably would have helped push the cart out.
yeah, you get it out easily, no problem. And the trike would go around and kind of like nuzzle each of you that like healed it, and eventually just slowly lumber off into the rainforest to be seen no more. I will say, just for the sake of all this, and because you had done the rolls before the combat encounter, you guys after that would have, however, many rests until. Actually, yeah, I said halfway through the week. So the rest of the week, you travel easily enough. You don't encounter anything else, and upon the horizon, you see the port city of New Nianzuru. And yeah, I think that'll be a good place to call it because it's like 3 minutes too. So yeah, that's where we'll pick up next week. You guys will have reached New Nianzuru.
Yay!
I will post the XP either later on tonight or tomorrow. And Matt, if you've got some time, I will give you the spells.
Is it vote time?
For what? What?
XP or milestone?
You spoiled
yes.
it.
Yeah, allow me to pitch that. So, I was considering switching back to milestone instead of doing XP because I'm not really a big fan of XP. I can understand if you guys are more used to it or like it better, and then we can stick with it. But if ultimately it seems like the consensus is milestone, then I'll switch back to that because that tends to allow level ups to come not necessarily more freely, but where it's not as much of a grind. You know?
They're more narratively appropriate.
Yeah, more narratively appropriate.
And
I
Dylan
don't
can
really
balance the
like.
combat a bit easier.
Yeah. So
I'll put a thing in the Discord.
If we're going by that method, how many of us are level 6?
The only ones who aren't level 6 is Aaron, Jarvis, and Gabe.
Yeah, which with that, what would probably happen is like the next time you guys level up, I think I would just make you all 7 across the board
Okay.
because I
So we
don't
just
really
skipped
have-
6?
Oh, aren't you all 6 already?
No, we're only 5.
Oh well,
Some
no,
of us
that's
are
what I
5, some
mean.
of us are 6. That's what I was saying.
The characters that have been around since the get-go, they're all 6. So that's why, yeah, you would just go to. I think you would just go to 7 because I don't know. It feels kind of weird having you guys be a level behind. Or you know what? No.
Why don't you just have
If
us
I-
level up now to? Well, I mean, if it becomes milestone, just have us level up to 6 to match everyone's level.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Okay, so that when you guys do get to 7, then everybody would be at 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of us skipping
Okay.
6 entirely.
So, yeah. So if you guys, if the consensus is milestone, then that's what I'll do. All right, Mr. Bruce, allow me to repeat the spell of one Matthew Hans Mercer.
Let's roll my hit dice.
We're not leveling up now.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay, now I'm confused.
We haven't swapped. We're putting it to
There
a
was
vote.
no vote.
Yeah, everybody's got to vote on it.
Oh, where are we voting then?
I'm setting up the thing in Discord.
Where did I put the bad man? Where is the bad man? Where is it? Where the fuck is it?
I will need to. I'll put in the things just so.
Oh shit!
So my vote technically won't be counted, but Dylan, you know my thoughts already.
There you go.